Yeah, good evening. Welcome to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and him over there again. It's Jason Cundy.
Has anyone seen Morocco? Pathetic.
Wasn't great, was it? Wasn't great. Jarell Quansah has officially been given a 2-match ban for his red card against Mexico. Who can we call to get the decision appealed? We want your help tonight. We're here going to do an English 11 negotiators to overturn Quansah's 2-game ban. We've got to talk about France and Morocco. France breeze into the semi-final. Kylian Mbappe missed the penalty, but then he scores a worldie. He is the best player in the world. There's no point. It's even not up for debate. We're going to be joined by Spanish football expert Terry Gibson as well as we look ahead to Spain v Belgium. Get involved in the show tonight. You're a Moroccan fan, France fan. Help us out. 03 717 22 3344. Hello, mate.
Hello, matey.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
Bit of a crap game, wasn't it?
Well, I was very disappointed in Morocco. Like, look, anyone knows anything about football had France to go through and win the game. I thought that Morocco might take it to extra time, but then they take the game away from you in 6 minutes. It's gone from 0-0 to 2-0 in 6 minutes. The game's over. They ripped the game away from you.
I was disappointed in Morocco, though. I mean, like, I've been bigging them up, right? They're a good side, Morocco. They're organised, top, 6 in the world?
Mm-hmm.
I think they've only lost one game in, 30. Something. It's like,
no.
Come on, give me a bit more. Like, they offered nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
they are up against the best side. Everyone's favourite, my favourite, your favourite football.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So they're up against them, and then there's different ways you can beat a team. We've seen what Paraguay did with France in the earlier round. Maybe they've looked a little bit of that, and they feel they can maybe house their way to a breakaway. They won a couple of skirmishes going forward, but in all honesty, if I'm a Moroccan fan, you're going out with a bit of a whimper. Have a go. There's got to be a point where you unleash, you take the handbrake off. You've got to have and I think that that France are in the luxury position that teams, they're so fearful, understandably so, of what they've got going forward.
Yeah.
But they don't want to break from their lines. They want to stay rigid. They want to stay compact and tight. And actually, first half, they've done that. They kind of limited. Okay, the penalty, Mbappe missed the penalty. That could have been a different story. But largely, and then France just find a way, and Mbappe pulls out a piece of brilliance, and that's what they've got. They've got a guy that can pull out a rabbit from a hat, and that goal. It's such a he uses the defender as a bit of a shield.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous.
But it's inch perfect.
Yeah.
It literally is about 1.5 millimetres from touching the post, and it goes in the side netting. And that's what they've got. But Morocco, I think if I'm a Moroccan fan, I'm going away from that game going, we didn't lay a glove on them.
No.
And that's pretty poor to get the World Cup semi-final. They're second favourites. Go out, try and land a few blows.
Yeah, I know. Do something.
Throw a few punches.
Yeah, like literally.
No.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I really was. I thought, look, are France that good, or have they been tested yet?
I think probably a little bit of both. I think they are that good. I think they are, because they showed second half what they can do in tight spaces now. But I think there needs to be a moment where they will inevitably come up, probably against Spain, hopefully against England, where with their teams, more danger lies ahead. But they kind of, I think it was quite simple for France today.
Mate, they're coasting to the semi-final of the World Cup.
Yeah. Well, they're a good side though. They're a good side. They've got the best player in the world.
Do you know what I like about France? And it's a bit of a throwback. The forwards. When they get the ball, you see a lot of players, number 10s or midfielders, they'll get it and they'll pass it out wide and they'll come back and they'll go out the other side and then you might try and get to the byline. When France win the ball, they stick it into the front three or front four and they run at you, like through the middle of the park, and they just drive with the ball, a bit like what Gaza used to do. And then the game just opens up and you're looking at it going, as a defender, I'm watching the Moroccans, they're going, how do you defend that? Well, you've got 3 people running off the ball, and then you've got the player with the ball running at you, straight at you. The second goal they score is just like them just going, well I'm just going to run through you.
Well, it was 2-0.
Hard to defend again.
It could have been 4 if Mbappe scores that. JP had a chance at the end there, and brilliant, gets got on his left foot and then scuffs his shot. And in the end, it was comfortable for France. They really didn't break a sweat. I don't remember their keeper having anything to do at all. There might have been a couple of crosses. I don't remember it, but. Yeah, they're that good, mate. And I think they've got a little bit of a fear factor about them because everyone knows how good they are going forward. You cannot allow... They're 2 wide men. to run it to full-back 1v1. You can't allow Elise to get on the turn. Even in tight areas, he'll let the ball run across him and he'll turn, he'll flick, and he'll play balls in. And you've got Mbappe, the best player in the world up top, that can play out on the left. He drops out wide and he picks the ball up, no space, and he manages to fashion a shot and he uses the defender and then you go, I mean, it's just brilliant. It's just a brilliant goal. And you've got to come up with a formula, but I mean, your guess is as good as mine, mate. From what I've seen. No, it is. They're probably going to go and win it. They probably are. Unless they come up against someone, and they will, Spain, and then, as I said, God wish it. Yeah, God wish it in England. Yeah.
All right, get your calls in. You want to have your say on tonight's game? 03 717 22 3344. Let's go to Google Bill. He's a Spurs fan. Hi, Bill.
Billy boy.
G'day, boys. How are we?
All right, matey. How are you?
Great. I just want to say how irresistible France are looking. I mean, they just went up another gear in the second half and just absolutely steamrolled them.
No, they look special. They do. They look good. They're exciting team to watch, aren't they? I mean, if you look at the front four, it's kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous.
Their bench is blazing as well.
Yeah.
I think what you got to do against France. I think Morocco weren't brave today. There was no bravery. There was no. We saw Egypt against Argentina, and Egypt done something similar. But there was a bravery about Egypt when they broke. They broke with numbers and they broke with pace. And they nearly got it over the line. They come real close. I didn't see any of that from Morocco at all. I think it was all about containing.
Going to run out of gas.
Yeah, and also when you concede, mentally, what it does, it takes everything you've got up to that point that you've worked for to stay in the game, and it just absolutely devastates you. It completely takes all your work away. Egypt, on the other hand, the other night, there was a formula: sit deep, make sure there's bodies on the edge of the box.
Yeah.
Force the ball wide, deny Messi if you can space. But when they got the ball, there was a purpose of that. I don't know what Morocco were doing. I think there was so much about containing. There wasn't a lot of full planning about what we do when we have the ball. How can we hurt? And I don't know whether that's what it looked like to me.
Bill, do you think France are the winners?
I think at the moment they're morals.
Yeah.
Can I also bring up, the other week I was talking to you about coming out to Sydney and doing an outside broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I mean, there's a good reason for you to come because Chelsea and Spurs are playing on August 1.
Yeah.
In Sydney. You could have the Cundy O'Hara Cup.
Yeah. How much paying us?
Well, I can't pay, obviously. But,
let's be honest, mate. That's what it comes down to, right? You want me to fly to the other side of the world, right? Where you just speak English, right? And you're 24 hours away from us, and you speak English. Like, what's the point? Might as well just sit in the studio, mate, and you phone us up. It's easy, isn't it?
I mean, you've experienced something new here. I mean, you haven't been here, Jamie, have you?
No, I've never been, mate. I do want to go, to be fair. You're half Australian.
I'm half Aussie, mate.
He's half Aussie.
I'm half Aussie. Yeah.
How's that happened?
I've been a couple of times. It's a fab country. It's an amazing country.
I know, I can imagine.
It really is. But I mean,
isn't everyone just on the coast though? But no one lives in the middle of Australia.
Well, they do, but they're not. Yes, the vast population around the edges. It's such a huge country. It's enormous. I think if you put Australia, and I'll try and find a map in the next break in Europe.
Yeah,
it dominates Europe.
What? No, it don't.
Jay, it's insane how big it is. Yeah. It's insane.
I was reading something about maps, right?
Yeah.
Like the maps are distorted to make it look so it fits right.
Yeah, so it looks so. Yeah.
And why is England always like the middle thing on the map?
Well, it depends. It depends.
Like Europe and England is the centre point of the world.
I don't know who decided that.
Who made that decision?
Don't know. Who made the decision? There's 7 days a week.
Why can't you have? What do you mean?
Who made that call? Who made that call 7 days a week?
What do you mean, though?
Was someone, thousands of years ago, made a call?
Made a call?
Someone. Okay, but it's a great question, right? Who decided, right? Right. No, I think there might have been 6 days a week. And then someone's going, hang on, whoa, hold on.
Wasn't it Jesus?
Hold on a second. No, got to make. And everyone in the world, so 7 days a week, everyone works to a 24-hour clock. But there was a time there was 10 months in the year.
Okay, what?
Right? There was a time. There was 10 months in the year. There was a time, and then someone's worked out. Hold on,
We're a bit off here.
Yeah, something don't quite feel right.
A bit skew with.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
bit cold this summer.
something's
What's
happened.
happened here?
And that's why there's the leap year, right? So they had to work it out. So they worked it out.
Right.
How the Earth-
But you are based on science of the planet and the sun and
but-
the moon and how
of
things
course,
work.
I know.
So,
I know, but back then, they didn't have internet.
yeah, but you ain't got just some bloke just go, hey, you know what? We'll have 7 days. Let's do 7.
But mate, there was
Let's do
people
7.
back there, right? Years and years, and we're not talking that long ago, and there's still people around think the Earth's flat. What? Why is
They're
this?
flat earthers.
The flat Earthers, mate.
Mate,
They're out there.
They're
amongst
out there.
us.
There's a lot of them out there.
They walk amongst us.
They do. The old flat
They
earthers.
walk among. So, like, who decided 7 days? Someone's. And to be fair, I mean, well played. You got it right. So, yeah.
Who decided 5 working days, though? Who decided that we had to have 5 working days?
So what you could do is add another day and have a 3. So work 5.
Well, Friday really
3
should be the weekend, right? You could have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 4-day working week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, what you could do then, you could shorten the months.
Do you mean shorten the month?
Shorten the month.
You can't shorten the month.
Okay, but you can if you had another day in the week. So you have Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you have a fun day. Fun day.
Right.
Right.
You want to call it fun day?
I've made that up, right?
Okay.
Fun day.
Right.
And the fun day, and then you start Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, fun day.
I don't know what you're on about.
Well, just add another day to the week.
You can't add another day, mate.
Well, you can. You can do what you want.
You can't do what you want.
No, you can. I'll tell you why you can, because then what you do is you make the months shorter.
But you have to have 365 days in a year.
That you ain't changing that.
You can't change that.
Can't change that.
That's
But what you are
it.
doing, you're making the months shorter, but the weeks longer. So instead of having like April, was it 30 days of September, April? So September, all of a sudden, for my money, 30 days of September. So now, all of a sudden, September's got 26 days. So 26 days have September. That's how you start it.
I don't know what you're on about.
That's what you're doing, mate.
Mate.
Or do you lengthen it? I don't know. I can't work it out. But you could actually rearrange the calendar if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
You could rearrange the calendar where it's 52 weeks a year. You add another day. You then bring down.
Right.
I think you could do 48 weeks a year.
What you on about? You're talking
Or
guff,
46
mate. You're talking
weeks a year.
guff, mate. You lost me.
Well,
I asked you about maps.
Someone's going to phone up and work out if you had 8 days a week. There's no song about that. Beatles done, didn't they? What's the song they did? 8 days. 8 days.
Yeah, I don't know what you're on
Play
about,
that.
mate.
Come on.
Can we go back to Australia?
8 days a
Talk
week.
about Sydney or something.
8 days a week.
Mm.
Right. See, then that's your week, and then you work out 365 days. What's that? 365 days divided by 8. Can someone do that?
Mate,
for
can
us?
you shut up? You're doing me head in. Like you've just gone off on some random tangent.
Mate, I've got
Like,
your.
it's just guff. You talk absolute guff.
I've got
You're
your
talking about maps.
I've got your fun day.
Yeah, I don't want a fun day. I've got a fun day.
I tell you, love
got
the
a
fun
Sunday.
Day. Tell you, love the fun day. Sky Sports. Put extra football on. There's more games at the weekend. Work 5, rest 3.
Bill, what's the time in Australia?
Bill's still there.
8:25.
Bill's still there.
Sorry, Bill. You fucked up.
I'm still listening.
He's on the phone
I'm
thinking,
loving it.
what is going on?
Sorry, Bill.
He phoned up to talk about France.
What do you think of 8 days a week, Bill?
Great. I'm semi-retired. So that's okay.
Yeah. But all you boys out in Aussie have another day for a Barbie.
It's the weather's beautiful at the moment.
Yeah, not as good as over here, mate. 37 degrees.
Yeah.
37 here, pal.
Well,
We're on fire. We are over here. England right now is just top draw.
I tell you what, fire is 45 degrees and plus. I mean, 37 all day here.
They laugh at our 38 degrees.
Fell apart today, mate. It's hot. Wasn't
Yeah, mate.
it was hot. It's just ridiculous.
We're not. Yeah.
We're just not cut out for this
we're
weather.
Not. We're not.
We're just not cut out for the heat. The houses are made to
Yeah.
keep the heat
Yeah,
in.
I know. And boy, did that happen today.
Wow. You got to get aircon, mate.
Oh.
Get a bit of aircon. I'll sort you out. I told you I'm going to sort you out.
Yeah, sort me
Got,
out.
got to know a guy. Bill, thanks for your call.
Cheers, Billy boy.
Right, let's go to John. He's a Liverpool fan. Right, John.
John, boy.
All right, boys, how we doing?
Right, John, how are you?
Oh, yeah, not too bad, mate, not too bad. Just wanted both of your thoughts and feelings, really, on a couple of questions. First question, I guess, is do you think France have had it easy this World Cup, or are they just making it look easy? Second question, what do you think to France's two-game ban? I think that's a joke, mate.
Well, first one, I would say I think they've had... I'd say they've had it a bit... I'd say it's a bit of both. I think they're really good. And I think teams have tried to make it hard for them, but I just think with the players they've got up front, they've just always got goals in them. They'll always open you up. So I think I don't know how you approach playing France. I think you just got to kind of go for it. And I just don't think Morocco did that tonight. I just don't think they did that tonight. On the Quansah one, I don't know. It is a red card, right? Are we under agreement it's a red card?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Why has he got an extra game? Do we know why that is? Why has he got the extra game?
It doesn't look great,
like,
does it?
For me, you've got to ask why is Quansah's red card worth a 2-game ban? I forget the player's name, but the American guy who got a red card, why is that worth it being retracted altogether?
Yeah, Balogun. Well, that's why we're doing a Sports Bar 11 a little bit later.
We're going to do a negotiating 11.
Yeah.
So we need someone, right, John? If he was going to think of the English people over history and, whatever it might be, who could phone up Gianfantino and get Quansah off? Your phone gone off again, mate?
No.
Oh, first person that comes to my mind, Churchill.
Churchill's a good shout.
Mate. Big Willie.
That's a good shout. I might have to lock it in right now. Where's he playing?
What's that?
Where's he playing? We need an 11.
Where's he playing?
Yeah, where's he playing?
Yeah, you got to put him in the team. And why is he in there? Why is Winston in there?
Oh, all right.
Doesn't look mobile, does he?
I'd probably play him in midfield. I think he'd be good. You know what I mean? He'd be backing out of money.
I feel like he's.
Yeah.
He's general.
I think you need legs around him.
I feel he's like Bobby Robson.
You need legs around him, mate. You need some energy around Winston.
Need some energy around him.
You need legs.
I don't know, mate.
You wouldn't want to leave him 1v1 in the middle of the park, would you?
I feel like he'd figure it out.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think he can negotiate anything on Winston.
Oh, mate,
he was the Don.
He is the Don. Yeah.
So I think Winston Churchill.
I think he's got to wear the armband as well.
Right?
I think he's got to wear the armband, mate.
He's the armband. Winston Churchill in midfield.
Skipper. Yeah, I've got no problem with that at all. That makes perfect sense.
Does make sense. Yeah. All right.
Well, first one already.
We're in. Let's crack on then. Negotiating 11. Here we go. Who can phone up Gianfantino? Get Quansah off. We need an 11. All right. Help us.
Dead or alive?
Dead or alive? Yeah. Well, Winston's not. He's dead.
Is he?
Yeah. So he's our captain.
Hold on. When
So,
that happened?
shut up, you idiot. 03717 22 33
We all expected, okay, we need to beat Croatia by 3 goals. We need to go and beat Ghana by 3, and then we should beat Panama by 5. We should beat Congo by 5. But what's it like in a tournament? It's not always the case, is it?
No, definitely not. It's funny when I see, the betting, things, before the game, and I'm thinking this is not what we expect, on the pitch. I know that England are favorite against Norway, but when you look at Norway, they look really, really strong, as a unit, as a team. Of course, they have weakness, but England must be aware that if they don't get the position of the ball in this game, and this is where I agree with Troy Deeney, for example. I think with the player they have, England, they should be more confident with the ball. They should show more commitment with the ball, and composure as well. And this is where, something is missing.
Yeah. Well, we shall see if we can show that. I mean, if you look, on paper.
I'm just sorry to disturb you, Jeff, but for this game, England against Norway, I'm just wondering, if Norway get the ball, is it what England wants into this game? Waiting, sit back, trying to play in counter-attack, or try to get the ball, the position of the ball, and try to conduct and manage, this game. So this is, for me, one of the key of this game. Yeah. Are you going to react with the ball and without the ball?
I mean, it's interesting because Norway had a lot more possession of the ball against Brazil than most people had imagined they would do.
Although the tactics of Ancelotti, though, did he say leave them with it?
Yeah.
I don't think we should do that. I think we should go after them. I really do.
Yeah, pressure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Text from Ryan. He said, Bellingham's been very good, but I think Arsenal's Morgan Rogers should get a chance in the next game. Ryan, dream on.
130 million, please.
Yeah, Bruno Guimaraes is going there. I just don't see Rogers going there as well.
Listening to World Cup Game Day Sports Bar and talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Get your calls in. You want to talk about the game tonight? You want to talk about Quansah's red card? We are doing a Negotiator 11 as well because Quansah has been banned for 2 games. Who can phone up Infantino and sort it out? We've got Winston Churchill in midfield. We'll come back to that in a sec. Time now, though. Here's some of your shared takes for Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the BK app.
Let's go to David. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Dave?
Dave-o.
Hey there. How you doing, guys?
All right, mate. How are you?
Okay, good. Yeah. So I've lived in America for the last 40 years. Professionally, I've coached football for the last 40 years, and I'm just telling you that this World Cup is only going to boost the ratings over here for the Premier League. And the reason being is 80% of Fox Sports, which is our national provider over here, are British commentators, and they overdo it, but they're always promoting and talking about the Premier League and the Premier League. And people over here that maybe haven't seen soccer as much are asking questions and are really taken to it. The England team, the way they've done with the Bellingham and the Kane, if they can get through this, America loves a winner. And I just think that all of this is aligned here for being a great World Cup. But I honestly feel like, because I do think in large part the US are very pro the Premier League, certainly, and even pro England. And I think you've seen that in Atlanta and in Dallas.
No, but America are out, mate. They don't care. They're gone.
I know that, but the fans, someone about the fans, they're probably...
Mate, they're going to go back to NBA. They're going to go back to NFL. They're going to go back to the ice hockey, the baseball. You know,
it will make changes. I do think this. The academy programs in England were revitalised about 20 years ago. It's paid to play here. And your expert yesterday, I thought, was very good. But to discredit this country, I'm not calling up saying the US are going to be fantastic. What I'm calling up is to say is if you're a Premier League fan, this country is going to be a boost for the Premier League because of what the World Cup has done and the fact that if you look at the perception out there with all the commentators that are American TV commentators, they're English or they're British.
Me and Cundy come over there, do a sports bar in America. What we call it? O'Hara and Cundy's Guff.
I don't know if Tottenham will be allowed because they're not really doing well, are they?
Well, don't worry about us, matey. Don't worry about us.
If you listen to Dave, listen to Dave. Yeah. Sounds like he's on a boat.
Where are you, Dave?
Sounds like he's rowing a boat.
Yeah, I'm in a backyard, actually looking at a lake, but that's not a boat, no.
Where are you? Where is it? Houston? You phoned us from Houston?
Yeah. Calling from Houston, yeah. I went out there for the Dallas game. Brilliant atmosphere, fantastic.
Florida. Where's Houston?
It's Texas.
Where's Houston?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas.
The southern part of Texas.
Mate, my geography of America is absolutely shit.
Is it so Houston we have a problem? It's NASA, right?
Yeah,
That's correct.
Yeah,
and Cape Canaveral, down in Florida. Where the old rockets
that's
take
Florida.
off.
Yeah, that's where it takes off. But the actual headquarters, well, it's all changed. But yeah, back in Apollo 13, it was all centered out of Houston. But yeah, it's kind of spread out. But anyway, I wanted to pass that on because I thought your expert was excellent yesterday.
Yeah.
And then lastly, if I don't mind, get Brad Friedel back on again. He was fantastic.
Good, Brad. He was good.
He's on drive though. He's a drive boy.
I know.
Yeah, we can't
but
steal
guys,
him.
I listen to you, and a lot of people do here in the States. Friends of mine, they listen to you guys the most because it's after the games are over, and of course for us it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. So we're your drive time.
You are certainly our drive time, and certainly when we go to work. But I start coaching at 6, so from that 4 to say 5:30, we're all listening in, and then you bring a lot of entertainment to us. So anyway, I just wanted to pass that on.
Cheers, Davo.
Sports Bar is international. Can you imagine, right? They're at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You've got Cundy coming on, Mexican hats, Ange masks, huge semis, talking guff. It's on at 4 p.m.
That's all right. That's okay.
I mean, what a show that is at 4 p.m.
It's fine.
I don't know if you can get away with that over here.
Well, I am. I'm getting away with it in America.
Are you on a breakfast show in Australia?
I'm getting away with it there as well.
Oh, dear. Right, if you've got a share, take your own. Give us a voice note. Simply call us 03717 22 3344. It's all thanks to Burger King.
Shared takes on talkSPORT with Burger King Burger Buddies. Iconic winners delivered in the box every time. Order now on the BK app.
Go to Will. He's a Southampton fan. All right, Will.
All right, Willie.
Hello, boys. How are we doing?
All right, Will. How are you?
Yeah, all good. Great show as always. Just a shame you're not doing it in the old Tashes again.
The old Tash.
There were some good
mate.
Tashes the other day.
Good Tash.
Good Tashes.
Mate, I honestly, I got home and I see some of the videos. I thought, I look all right with a Tash.
Joe, you look good.
I might have to grow a Tash.
There was a little bit of Magnum knocking about.
Magnum?
Remember Magnum PI?
No.
I don't remember Magnum.
I'm 39, Jay. So when's Magnum PI about?
You must have seen like clips. I mean, you know Elvis, right?
Well, yeah.
Well,
it's a little bit different though. Elvis to Magnum PI.
No,
right?
mate. Magnum PI was an unbelievable show. We'll come out the next break with the music.
Was it
right?
good? What was it about?
He's a private investigator, right? Magnum.
Right.
He drove a Ferrari. Right. Tom Selleck, his name was.
Okay.
Right. Ladies loved him. That's it.
Oh yeah, it's a tune.
Right, it's a tune, right?
It's absolute tune.
Right, and he'd do the eyebrows, right? Good-looking boy back in the day.
Yeah.
Like ladies
Sound
loved
look
him.
like him.
No, with the tash, mate. There's a little bit of Magnum knocking about.
Picture up.
Right.
Bit of Tom Selleck up.
Yeah, Tom Selleck, right? During Magnum.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I want to see what he's about.
I'm going to show you that.
Producer
Tom
just said.
Selleck, Magnum. Right. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Will, by the way, you got a plan for us, haven't you? Let's have it. Hold on. Hold on. Right, what's the matter with your phone, mate? Honestly.
There he is. To the tash. Jay.
Bit of Tom Selleck.
Hey,
I reckon I can pull that off with the old mullet as well.
Yeah,
A bit of a mullet.
Right.
Bit of Tom Selleck. I reckon the tash might go down well.
Look at him there. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
It's $1 million.
Yeah, you had that tash.
Yeah, Magnum PI. I bet he was doing all sorts, wasn't he?
Look at that. Look at that boy.
Yeah, it's a good-looking boy. Isn't that the Wait, he's a famous actor. What's his name?
Tom Selleck.
Is that his name?
That's his name.
Yeah.
Big Tom, they called him.
Yeah, he looks good. He's got a lovely tash. Looking
that
well.
tash reminds
Hawaiian
me,
shirt on.
Mine was a little bit more like it come down the sides a bit too much. Yours was like sat nice and proud across the top.
Yeah, I mean, half of yours was just coming off every time you spoke.
It dangled, dangling tash.
Right, Will, come on, help us out. What we're doing here? We got Winston Churchill in midfield and a negotiator 11. You have heard about the Quanta situation. What you thinking?
So I feel like I've got a partner for midfield and someone who could also look good with the tash on. He's a fictional character, so I'm hoping you'll take him.
Oh, yeah.
Del Boy.
Oh, yeah.
Does a bit of everything. Good negotiator.
Honestly,
Bit of Del Boy. Hey, he's definitely getting us out of a hole, Del Boy, isn't he?
Cushy.
100%.
Like Del Boy. Imagine Del Boy and Infantino having a conversation. Imagine that. Trying to sell him a dodgy watch.
In the pub.
Infantino comes in. Right, he's got Grandad, he's got Uncle Albert, whatever it is there. He's got Dave, and he's got Del Boy walking up trying to sell him a dodgy watch. And he says, "By the way, can you get rid of that red card?"
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And he's like, Cushy.
I love a bit of Del Boy. Del Boy's definitely Will. It's a great shout. Del Boy and Winston Churchill midfield. Mate, that's decent. That's a decent two, that.
Started off well,
That started well. We've got let's say there's a good double pivot. Yeah, communication's on point.
Yeah, again, a lack of legs, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean...
Yeah, maybe.
He weren't big. He's like...
Do you know what? I feel like what Del Boy can get about, though.
I think so.
Yeah, he's a wheeler and dealer, isn't he?
Yeah, he can
get about. He's one of them characters, isn't he?
Yeah. He needs to protect Winston.
Del Boy and Winston in midfield. Let's go to Craig, who's a Spurs fan. Craig?
All right, Craig.
Hey, mate, you all right?
How are you, Craig? Are you good?
I think I've got a good front man for you.
Come on in.
The English crybaby. It's got to be AKA Gabby Bonlaw.
Gabby?
You want Gabby up front?
What, the speak?
All crybabies get what they want. So I think Gabby would be perfect up front to start
Gabby
moaning.
Crybaby? What's he been crying about?
Just a few things about Tottenham, hasn't he?
He's a crybaby, is he? Is he a crybaby?
Yeah, he can be.
Yeah,
can he?
Yeah, he can have a little moan up, can't he? To be fair, he does rattle some cages, Gabby.
Well, it sounds like it. He's rattled Craig's.
Yeah, he does rattle a few cages.
Can I give him one scenario? What might come up though? Just imagine if England win the World Cup. Harry Kane's got a World Cup winning trophy, Bundesliga trophy. They've got the complete set.
Yeah.
He'll then turn up, Tottenham will put a bid in for him, 400k a week, and come back and smash the Premiership record.
Don't know if that's going to happen, mate.
There's a lot of ifs there.
A lot of ifs and buts.
Yeah, even though there's only 3 games, there's a lot.
Do you think he'll ever come back to the Premier League, Harry Kane?
I think he probably will one day, yeah. I think there'll be someone that'll take
You think?
Yeah, why not? It's his home. Why not?
I know it's his home, but, well, he scored 60 goals.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying yet. I don't see it anytime soon. But it wouldn't surprise me.
What do you mean anytime soon? He's 32?
Oh, no, but he's such a versatile player that he could come in and slot into...
He's playing number 10.
Yeah, someone yesterday said about Haaland and him playing together.
Yeah.
Yesterday they said that? Or was it in the office? Can't remember.
Maybe it was in the office.
But he's got the ability to...
Here's a question for you.
Go on.
Haaland or Kane?
Well, I'm going to go Kane, but it's such a tight one. Because Kane's a better footballer than Haaland.
Yeah, all-round footballer.
All-round footballer.
Who's a better finisher?
Oh, well, that's the debate. I mean, both 1-on-1. Both put it away.
If you had a cup final.
Oh, wait. I think it's
World Cup final, you can pick.
Flick of a coin. Pair of them. There's not a wrong answer.
There's no flick of a coin here.
There's no wrong answer then.
What?
There's not a wrong answer there. Both 1v1 with a goalkeeper. Both score.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably do.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
I would go Kane as well.
Yeah,
Kane would be my pick.
Yeah, but
this is his all-round game. But Haaland, he runs off the ball, mate, and the way he's a powerful machine, isn't he?
I'm never going to disagree.
Kane isn't that player.
No, I'm never going to disagree with that. But what Kane can do, he brings players in. Haaland the other day, I watched him against Brazil. Mate, he done nothing, absolute nothing. Scored 2 goals. That's not Kane. Kane's more of link-up play. He's involved. There's a little bit more.
He's done a bit like that in the World Cup though. Kane he's drifted in and out of games.
Yeah, but I think largely down to the fact that we couldn't break them down. I think largely Brazil weren't playing like that. Brazil were definitely not playing like we saw against Ghana. Brazil weren't doing that.
Yeah, true.
And all of a sudden he comes off, he comes off the pitch with 2 goals.
Yeah,
he's done nothing. He's done very little. But the pair of them are absolute animals, mate.
Yeah. No, unbelievable. But I would go Kane. For sure.
Yeah.
We're not going to put Gabby in. No, we got Winston Churchill and Del Boy.
Can't have football in there.
I think you can.
No, it ruins the spirit of it.
All right, no footballers. No Becks in there.
No,
Becks can't go in there.
No.
All right. Okay.
No, I think we need.
It'll be fictional characters or...
Yeah, someone... I mean, we've got
Del Boy, Winston Churchill, midfield. All right, keep your calls coming in. Help us out. We're doing a negotiator 11. We'll talk about the games tonight as well. 03 717 22 33 You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. France cruised into the semi-final tonight. Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele, 2-0 against Morocco. They were poor, Morocco. Didn't lay a glove on France. They are looking like the team to beat. You can have your say on that. We're also doing a negotiator 11. Quanta has had his red card to 2 games. Just on that, what do you make of it?
No, it's an absolute joke.
Do you think?
Yeah, I do. I genuinely do. But on the back of what we saw Trump doing with Balogun for the USA, and they've upgraded, is it a good tackle? No. I think if you look at the challenge, he's unlucky that his foot has bounced off the ball. It looks terrible. But if you know football, you know that, 1, he's not meant to hurt him, but it's definitely a red. To upgrade that for 2.
I don't understand how you can upgrade it. Like, what's the point?
Well, I think I think you should be able to upgrade red cards.
Yeah, but it's a tackle that he's tried to make, and he's got it wrong, and he's gone through him, and he's.
I don't see.
I don't know how you can give him 2 games for that. Mate, I really don't.
FIFA are making it up as they go along.
So if you get sent off in a World Cup, right? Yeah. It's 1 game.
Well, no, not if you play for America. It's not. No, it's true, Jay.
Yeah, I know.
It's true.
It does.
That's what we're doing in English.
It does feel like they've gone like one way and then gone like the complete other way.
It's shameless.
You go like, hold on a minute, what?
Shameless.
Really? 2 games?
Oh, you've got to appeal that. England have got to appeal that. Come on. It's not. It's. You and I, everyone that watch football knows a bad tackle when someone's trying to go in and do some damage.
Yeah.
That's not one of those tackles. It ain't great. It's a red card all day long, but it's definitely not one of those you go, oh, wow, he could have ended. No, it's one of the, he's meant to do it. He ain't meant to do it.
Yeah. It does feel like a bit of a shocker, that one. Right, let's go to Dan. He's a Fulham fan. All right, Dan?
Danny boy.
How you doing, boys? You all right?
All right, Dan. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, boys. Not too bad, thank you. I've got one here. You need to know the programme, though.
Yeah.
Go on.
Do you remember the phone jacker?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course we do.
Yeah, do you remember? Terry Tibbs. You ring him up and say, oh, Julie, talk to me.
Talk to me.
What's all this I hear you? Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Tibbs. And if that don't work, you got DeFrace. Do you remember DeFrace? I'd like to make a complaint, please.
Yeah.
Remember that, geezer?
Yeah, of course. But, I mean, I like Terry Tibbs.
If Tino, I'd like to make a complaint, please. Remember it? I think, and he can play a number of roles, can't he? You got the George Adama-Gwengor.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's not. They've got to be English, though, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? They've got to be English.
Yeah, he's got to be English.
You know?
So we're putting the phone jacker in.
Well, no, Terry Tibbs.
Terry Tibbs.
I'm happy with Terry
Terry
Tibbs.
Tibbs.
Mate, he looked hard as well. He was a car salesman, wasn't he? Is he a car salesman?
That's car salesman, yeah. I don't know if you ever saw it when they done Face Jacker. They done Come Dine With Me. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
But he can play a number of roles. Top man.
Where are we playing him? Where's he going?
It's up to
Terry Tibbs. Where's he playing?
Danny boy.
What do you reckon? Play him in the 8?
We've got Winston Churchill and Delboy in there, mate. It's iconic, that midfield.
Terry Tibbs looks like a bit of an enforcer. One of those that will just
centre half.
Feels a bit of centre half, mate.
Terry Tibbs. Phone jack.
Yeah, I like centre half. I'll go with centre half if you're happy with that.
Yeah. Are you happy with that? Yeah. Does it matter? Dan, top man, mate. Thank you. Let's go to Market Wayne, the Arsenal fan. All right, Wayno.
Hello, boys. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Long time no speak. Where you been? How's the market?
Yeah, going all right. We're down in Plymouth at the moment for the tennis festival.
It's in Wimbledon.
All right.
Wrong place.
Yeah, they've got a big screen in the town centre.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so they've got that on during the day with a
any excuse to just try and make some cash.
Hold on, they got that during the day, so they must play World Cup football there as well.
Well, we were hoping so, but they shut it down before the games kick off. So they've got a big screen in the middle of the town centre, and it's not being used when the football's on.
What?
Is the market free?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Is the market free though to go into?
Yeah, the market's free to go into. All the food stalls and that are here. They've got a tennis court that's free to use. They switch it all down as soon as the tennis is finished.
Seems a bit of a waste.
It is a waste.
Yeah, we were thinking that.
It's an absolute waste. Especially, I mean, I get 1 o'clock kickoffs in the morning. I get you can't do that.
But even so, they're all in the pubs. The pubs are staying open.
No, mate, but there is a thing called a licence.
Yeah, I suppose.
But Wimbledon played until 11 o'clock the other night. Oh, Djokovic was on centre court.
It was on till then.
I bet they were selling Pims then.
Mate, have a word with them, Wayno. It's your job, isn't it?
No. We're an independent market that's just on the side of the tennis festival.
Right.
So it's nothing to do with us, the big screen.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Right, I was thinking Robbie Williams.
Right.
For me, his name's as big as what Trump is. He's very passionate. He plays a bit of football on the charity gigs.
He does.
And I think he would proper go for it to get it overturned.
Don't mind that, you know.
Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams, mate. I think Robbie Williams could have.
I think Infantino's taking that call.
I think Infantino's going to go. Robbie, yeah, okay, and I'll speak to Robbie.
I'll have a chat with Robbie.
Yeah, and Robbie, of course, like pioneered Soccer Aid.
Yeah, he is.
Isn't he? So he's got a bit more sway. Maybe not in professional football, but he's got a bit of sway.
Well, he's got some big hitters, mate.
Yeah,
playing in the old Soccer Aid.
He has. Yeah.
You know, so
Maradona played it, didn't he?
Maradona. Yeah, he's had some big boys there.
He has.
All right, where's he playing?
Yeah, I can see Robbie Williams slotting in.
I would put him in goal, to be honest. He'd remind me of that goalkeeper from Mean Machine.
Yeah, but why is it? There's got to be a reason. I mean, there's got to be a reason he's in there. Like Robbie Williams, right?
I was going to put him in midfield there because he likes to entertain, but the two midfield
does like to entertain, mate.
That's better.
Does like to entertain. Robbie Williams, number 10. Is it number 10? Bit of Robbie Williams, number 10?
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I can see Robbie in there.
I have a bit of Robbie Williams, number 10 in the 10 dog.
Yep, that works.
Yeah, he's in there. All right, good man. Thank you, Wayno. Hope the market carries on, going well. Keep your calls coming in. Let's go to Ben. He's a Villa fan. All right, Ben?
Benny boy.
How are you, boys? Good?
All right, matey. How are you?
Not bad. I've got a few, but I'll just say the one. I'm thinking David Brent.
Oh, yes.
I know you've already got, obviously, a captain with Churchill, and also the phone jack one was really good. But I think David Brent, you've got to have a few leaders on the pitch. He always says he ain't just a leader or ain't just a manager. He also is about unity, about friendship. So I think he'll bring the whole team together and have some unreal dance moves in the locker room as well.
Mate, David Brent's a great shout.
It is a great shout. I think what would happen, I think David Brent would come out with so much guff. I think Infantino, in the end, he'd be bamboozled by some of the stuff he'd come out with. Do you know what I mean?
Well, as a Villa fan, I would say he's got like a John McGinn role.
John McGinn role?
David Brent's John McGinn.
Yeah, you not heard how good he's in the locker room. He brings everyone together. When he's not there, the whole team's worse.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So are we playing him on the left then, like John McGinn? Is that what we're doing?
Well, the problem is I can't imagine him being fast.
No,
you know
but
what I mean?
John McGinn ain't fast though, is he?
No, yeah, this is true. He gets his arse in the way.
Yeah, you know, he gets his backside in there. Bit of David Brent. You know, I can see
I'm gonna say this now.
Go on, what's the problem?
My midfield's worrying me a little bit. You've got David Brent, Del Boy, and Winston Churchill.
I've got Robbie Williams though.
I know, but Robbie Williams he's there to entertain. He's not dropping back and helping out.
He don't need to.
Okay, where's the legs in the midfield?
Del Boy can get out, mate.
I don't know whether he can.
He can. I've seen him down in Margate. He can get around. Del Boy's all right. Don't be knocking Del Boy.
I'm not knocking Del. I'm just saying he's got qualities.
Winston Churchill don't need to run.
Well, who's doing his running?
Don't need no one running.
Who's doing his running?
Well, we'll find someone.
We just found.
And we don't need runners. We need negotiators.
We got Del Boy, mate.
We don't need runners, mate. We need negotiators. Winston Churchill and Del Boy, that's a solid partnership.
Lack of legs in there, mate.
Between the lack of legs.
I'm a bit worried about that.
David Brent, left wing.
His team might be able to negotiate your way out of a situation.
Mate, we find our way out of a hole.
But
this team finds its way out of a hole.
But I've got to say, not totally convinced by the energy in the middle of the park.
I love it when you get the ump about the team. Like it matters.
Have a look at
him. Get the ump about it.
Okay. How tall was Del Boy?
I reckon 5'8", 5'9".
No, he ain't, mate. Del Boy, I'm going to have a look.
How tall was Iniesta?
Right, okay. Yeah, but he's got
mate, Del Boy's Iniesta.
Mate, who's winning second balls?
Winston Churchill, mate.
He's not winning second balls.
He's going straight through everyone.
Mate, he's about 18 stone.
He went straight through Europe.
He's smoking a cigar.
About bang.
He's smoking a cigar in the middle of the park.
Yeah, because he's chilling, mate. He's the dictator.
He's got a whiskey and a cigar. He needs energy around, legs around him, mate.
Del Boy can get about.
A bit worried, mate. I'm not going to lie. I'm just telling you what I think.
All right, help us out. We're doing a negotiator 11. Quanta's red card, absolute shambles. Got 2 games for it. So far, we've got the phone jacker at centre half. We've got Winston Churchill and Del Boy in midfield. We've got Robbie Williams, the entertainer, as number 10. We've got David Brent, left wing. 03 717 22 33 You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
get into this weird situation where they forget what happened before. So all the big games, they played Havertz, right? Gyökeres, who you bought in at the start of the season, was going to be, for all the big games, in all the big games, he was on the bench. Yeah. Facts, that's what happened. So the manager doesn't trust him. That's not our opinion, that's just objectively looking at it. Havertz gets injured quite a lot, unfortunately. Gary Jesus is not the same since he's come back from his injury. So if you're now telling me that you can get through this season again and everybody else is going to be as poor as they were last year, I think you're just forgetting the fact that you lot were all losing your marbles around the Man City loss. And it was, we need a proper striker. Arteta don't know what he's doing again. You win the league, it's great, we're going to win it.
But you know, what I've always said to, I've always said to you, I always said to him that Gyökeres wasn't bought in for the big games, didn't I? I said that to you. We bought Gyökeres in for the game.
No, I get
listen,
explain.
I want to hear
the year before, Arsenal, it weren't the record against Man City's, the Liverpool, it weren't that cost us the league. It was we couldn't beat Fulham, couldn't beat West Ham, couldn't beat them lesser clubs. Gyökeres come, I mean, he said it. Right, it's one of them. Gyökeres this season, though, Gyökeres this season scored against the Fulhams, the West Ham, so we didn't have a problem getting past those teams, which is why then we went on to win the league.
Okay, I think you won the league because you played very pragmatic football. I'm not actually allowed to say the type of football that people are calling it on air, but you played a certain type of football.
Would you play that type of football to win the league?
No.
What?
What are you talking? Of course you would.
Honestly.
If I was a footballer?
No, it's just like...
my team?
Yeah.
No, I'll be happy like you lot. I'll be exactly... You get me? I'll be happy. Of course I will.
But would you like to see Spurs play that way to win?
Brendan Johnson scored with like his knee or something and we won the trophy. I'm happy. I don't care, bro. However it gets done, I'm happy. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, you can't like gloat about it and say, oh, we don't need a 9. That's crazy. You do need a 9, respectfully. What are you talking about, bro? If you sold Osimhen and Havertz right now, you could... sorry, Osimhen. If you bought Osimhen and sold Gyökeres and Havertz right now, you'd be great. You'd be fine. You could buy Barcola. Barcola and Osimhen changes their team, bro.
Do you know what? I'm happy with what we got.
Oh, you're a liar. That's a lie. You're a liar. That is a lie. That is a lie.
In a century of World Cups, it's not just the football that's changed. Stadiums have gone from concrete behemoths to technological marvels, and the giant monolithic arenas help to define tournaments. Back in 1930, the world embraced its greatest spectacle for the first time. Uruguay was the host, and in just 90 days, they built a stadium that's still there today. It was a gargantuan effort to pull together the 90,000 capacity Estadio Centenario, one of only 3 venues for that tournament, that would act as a monument to 100 years of Uruguayan independence. If that was the World Cup's birthplace, Mexico City's Estadio Azteca became its cathedral. Some of the World Cup's most iconic moments happened on this grass, including this, of course. Also, both Pelé and Maradona lifted the trophy in the Azteca. A bit of pub quiz ammo for you there. You're welcome. In England, there's no more special place to us than Wembley, the scene of our greatest triumph. And yes, it definitely was a goal. Some incredible stadiums across the world have hosted matches, but you don't have to have a modern-day spaceship of a ground to make it memorable. Take 2006, for example, and here. The memories of what happened at Berlin's Olympiastadion show events on the pitch can elevate a stadium in the minds of fans worldwide. But that doesn't stop us from marvelling at modern triumphs of engineering. Let's jump ahead to Qatar and take a look at this, the Lusail Stadium. This gorgeous golden bowl hosted the frankly unbelievable final in 2022. But that's not where it ends in Qatar. Take Stadium 9.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. We're taking you through to 2 a.m. tonight. Loads to talk about, but we are doing a negotiator 11. Jarell Quansah has had a 2-game ban for that tackle he made against Mexico, which seems like a bit of a disgrace. So we thought, who can help us out? Who can phone Infantino and get this sorted out? All right. It looks like at the moment we've got Phone Jacker at centre half. We've got Winston Churchill and Del Boy in midfield. We've got David Brent left wing. We've got Robbie Williams as the number 10. So let's go to. Can we get some calls up? Go to. But before that, we've got some reports here actually emerging, which we need to talk about. Reports suggest Mark Gahey has suffered a hamstring strain in his win against Mexico. He's being managed ahead of the Norway clash, while Declan Rice is fighting slight sickness bug in what could be a double injury blow for England. That's not good, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, instantly when you said Mark Gahey comes out the team, and let's say the worst case scenario is he can't start.
You going Dan Burn?
100%. That's 100% because of the opposition we got. And you and I spoke about this yesterday evening. And I get the argument for Dan because whenever he played again, and a pair of them love that physicality. They enjoy that side of the game, both of them. And it's a part of the game which we don't often see because the game has changed over the last 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Referees blowing whistles for every little foul. But these two love that combative part of the game. So that's how it feels. Quansah alongside him.
I don't think you can go into the game if you're Mark Gahey and you've got an injury strain like a hamstring and you're going against Haaland, who's one of the quickest, powerful runners in the game. Yeah. You don't want to be thinking about your hammy.
No.
Because if you go on one sprint with him, you are at full tilt.
And what's the other one?
There's Rice is sick. Yeah, it's slight sickness. I mean,
okay. All right. Well, that's
Declan Rice ain't missing a game for.
Right. Okay. There's someone else. Didn't Norway have some sickness bugs?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Earlier in the week. So
you'd go Dan Burn?
That's my first instinct.
Would you, not John Stones and
no. My first instinct. You need some pace there as well. Because I mean, Dan Burn ain't the quickest of the three centre halves.
He's not slowest though.
He's the quickest, isn't he?
Yeah.
Quansah, right. So I would rather see Dan Burn. If you're going to go two centre halves, I'd rather see Dan Burn alongside Quansah because of the physicality. John Stones. You're not going to bring John Stones in, are you? What's your instincts? First time you heard it, what's your thought?
Dan Burn. Yeah. Dan Burn straight away. Right. Just because of his performance, because people have been talking about it, because it's Haaland.
Yeah, and he,
and they've had scraps before.
I
just feel like, why not? Dan's a good player. Mm-hmm. He's good in the air. I think he'd relish the opportunity to play against Haaland. So, if he's struggling, go Dan Burn. Let's go back to our team. Can we get some calls up? Let's go to Ben. He's a Man United fan. All right, Ben.
Benny boy.
How we doing?
Right.
Yeah. All right, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. You were saying earlier you need someone to get this team out of a bit of a hole.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the perfect man to dig out of a hole.
Go on.
Bob the Builder, mate.
Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder.
I like him.
Get him in at right back. Fix Quansah's mistake.
Fixes things, doesn't he?
He fixes it, mate.
What's the song?
He fixes it.
Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Bob the Builder. Yes, he can. You can tell we've got kids.
Yeah. Bob fixes things at the back.
He did, mate. It's a great shout. Bob the Builder, he'll fix it.
Yeah, okay.
He'll fix it, mate.
Out. Bob's in there. There you go.
There you go.
Fixed it.
Again, it's not the biggest team, is it?
What do you mean?
Well, okay. So
what does that mean?
Okay. Let's say this guy. Give me the names who's in there, and I'll tell you how high I think they are.
Bob the Builder.
All right, he's about 5'3". I've seen him. He's about 5'3".
Check this.
Right.
What do you mean? We're going to check it.
Tell you what.
Check it.
Luke, sorry, Ben. Can you find out how tall Bob the Builder is?
5'6", mate. He's 5'6".
Right, 5'6", worrying straight away.
No.
Well, we've got the phone jacker. He's a big lad.
Roberto Carlos was 5'6", mate.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm going to go... hold on. I'm going to go for the whole team here.
All right, phone jacker.
Right, phone jacker.
He's a lump.
He's a big boy.
Right, Winston Churchill.
Mate.
He's a lump.
I don't think he is.
No, he is.
Winston
Churchill was tall.
On set pieces, you're in trouble.
I don't think you are with Winston.
Del Boy.
Del Boy is Iniesta.
In set pieces.
Iniesta didn't mark from set pieces.
No, but this team is built of Victorian chimney sweeps.
What do you mean? Del Boy gets about. Sharp.
I'm sorry, Del Boy.
Wheeler dealer.
Del Boy's about 5'7". Well, what else you got?
David Brent.
Again, David Brent is about 5'8".
Team player, mate.
5'8".
He gets the team
I'm worried
together.
about- mate.
Organises.
Robbie Williams. How tall's Robbie? 5'10".
Robbie Williams ain't small.
How tall's Robbie?
I reckon he's 6 foot. I reckon Robbie Williams is quite tall.
Okay. Well,
I think you're dissing this.
how
team.
tall is Robbie Williams? Okay, here we go.
Here we go. How tall is he?
6'1", mate.
6'1".
6'1".
He's a lump.
Okay.
He's a lump.
So Robbie Williams.
I've got Dan Burning
Mate,
number 2.
mate. Okay, go on.
Right, so
Robbie's
well, that's the
6'1".
team so far. Mate, don't be talking about set pieces.
Okay,
this
all
team.
right. Well, I'm just worried,
This
right?
is getting knitted together. Love.
But Robbie's got to come back and help out set pieces.
Well, he's 6'1". He's going to have to.
Right. Okay, and him and Phone Jack, the rest of the team.
Winston Churchill's tall.
No. Okay, how tall do you reckon he is?
I'm going to go.
How tall was Winston Churchill?
I'm going to go 5'11".
So Winston Churchill was 5 feet 6 inches.
I'm 6. It's honestly this. Right, hold on. Okay.
5'6".
Okay, how tall's Dave? How tall's David Brent? Come on.
What?
Come on.
What you're going to ask?
I'm going to ask my mate.
What? Ricky Gervais. I'm going to go.
Okay.
I reckon 5'9".
How tall is Ricky Gervais?
I reckon 5'9".
Ricky Gervais is 5 feet 7.5 inches.
Mate, this team ain't great. Robbie and Phone Jack are holding this team together on set pieces.
5'6".
Right, okay, here we go. Right.
5'7".
How tall is Bob the Builder? Right.
There isn't an official height for Bob the Builder, as his size changed with the show.
Oh.
His size changed. Got bigger.
Bigger.
He got bigger.
Okay. Who else is in there? I'm having the Phone Jack.
Yeah, the Phone Jack and Winston. Yeah,
David
all right.
Jason. How tall's David Jason? This is crucial.
Who? Who's David Jason?
How tall is David Jason?
Honestly, mate, what is going on here?
David Jason is 5 feet 6 inches tall.
Mate, this team is.
Mate, we're like Spain. We're like Spain. We're Spain. Don't worry about set pieces. We just keep the ball. We move it about. Great communication. Link up with everyone.
I'm just saying.
Bit of ticky-tacker, mate. Don't worry about us.
I'm just saying. And if I'm playing against this team, I'm putting crosses in at the minute.
You're not. You got Phone Jack heading things away, man. You got Bob the Builder at the back.
Mate, he ain't a big boy.
He don't need to be big. He fixes things. He'll sort it out.
Okay.
Right, let's go to CJ. He's a Chelsea fan. CJ?
Siege?
How you doing, lads?
All right, CJ. You?
Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. I'm watching the show to my right. Obviously, I'm on the phone to you now.
Good man.
That's good.
Live, 24 hours a day now, the boys.
100%, mate.
Right.
Yeah, so
What you got?
the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm noticing you're lacking a bit of attacking power up top, mate.
Okay.
I think there's one person that you can get in there that's gonna sort everything out, and that's Tommy Shelby.
Nasty piece of work up top.
Tommy Shelby.
Beer Peaky Blinders, a snarling beast. You whack him up there.
I think he's gonna. I think Tommy Shelby. You know, he's gonna frighten.
If it kicks off, he ain't gonna be afraid, is he?
Yeah, he's gonna frighten centre off.
Yeah.
I think Infantino. He phones him up, mate.
Yeah.
I think he gets sorted.
He's sending the gang round. Isn't he?
Yeah. He's sending the gang round. I think Tommy Shelby's got to be in this team.
Yeah, I'm having that.
Where are we playing him? Up top?
Well, it's up.
He's the main man. Where's he playing? Where do you want him?
Anywhere. I'll tell you what, mate. Get him up top at striker. He'll press their defence. He'll press the defence all day long.
Yeah, I'm more than happy with Tommy Shelby in this team as the centre forward, mate. He's the top dog, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean he's a nasty piece of work. If there's any rows that go around the pitch, you want him there. You want him on your shoulder, don't you? Yeah. It all kicks off.
Always seems to find his way out of a hole as well, right?
Yeah.
You know, like feel like he's going to get finished off. And
normally by doing some nasty piece of work.
Yeah, he does. To be fair, Tommy Shelby though.
Yeah,
Infantino's not having it.
No, he's not. I think yeah.
Let's go to Simon. He's a Liverpool fan. Si?
Right, Si.
All right, boys. Great show.
How are you, Si? You good?
Yeah, good. Thank you, lads. Yeah. Like this guy, okay?
Yeah.
He can come straight through the front door. He can come round the back.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never see him coming.
Mm-hmm.
James Bond. Get him up top. Get him up top.
James
and
Bond.
if you don't listen, you're going to answer to the end of a wall for PPK, and for good measure, he'll just take your missus off you as well.
James Bond.
James Bond, mate. He's got to be in this team.
Yeah, James Bond's 100% in this team. I've got Tommy Shelby up front. We put Bond on the wing. He's a slippery character, isn't he? You never know where he's coming.
Get him in there.
He's got good footwork. You know, he just late runs.
He don't know when he's coming.
He don't know when he's... Bit of James Bond on the wing. I'm happy with Bond.
Happy days, boys.
Yeah. Okay.
Knows how to get himself out of tight areas.
Does, mate. And do you know what, right? No, he's on His Majesty's Secret Service as well.
Yeah.
So he's got royal approval.
He has got royal approval, mate. Infantino's taking that phone call.
He is taking that phone call.
He's not turning down James Bond.
No, he's not.
You know, so Bondy's in there. James Bond.
How tall's Bond?
Well, it depends which one.
Well, about the character. I think Bond's
What
a
do you
big
mean
lad.
the character?
No, I think.
Well, Daniel Craig. Which one are we picking? That's the question.
Well, no, James.
Because there's a few different brands of James Bond. Which one do you want? Play right wing.
Hold on, but we
'Cause, you know, Daniel Craig's. You know, he's quite ballsy, isn't he?
I know, but we've had a Scottish James Bond. So we have to. We
can't have him in the team, can we?
No,
it ain't working.
No,
Was that Sean Connery?
Sean Connery.
Yeah, he can't have him, mate.
We've had an Aussie James Bond as well, Lazenby.
Who?
The Aussie actor.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce. He was Irish.
Pierce Brosnan Irish? It's got to be Daniel Craig then, isn't it?
Daniel Craig. Mate.
Daniel Craig, right wing. Yeah. Daniel Craig could get sent off though.
So do we haven't? You have to put in brackets which Bond. You do.
Which Bond?
Yeah,
we've got to pick one.
We can't have Sean Connery. He's Scottish.
Yeah, and you can't have Pierce Brosnan because he's Irish, right?
Yeah. So we having Daniel Craig. I'm having Craig.
Yeah, it's got to be Daniel Craig. Yeah, he's going to go 2 foot Infantino straight through the front door. He ain't going around the back door, is he? No, straight through it. All right, Si, listen, great shout. Keep them coming in. We continue this. We need another centre half. We need a goalie. We need a left back. Keep your calls coming in. You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Brought to you by Burger King Burger Buddies. Total tournament satisfaction delivered by the experts. Order now on the Big app. Go to Ben. He's Arsenal fan. All right, Ben.
Benny boy.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right, Ben. We've got to do this quarter-final 11. Let's get it going. Come on.
All right. I've got the Spanish flamenco dance on the wing. Like around defence. Their foot tapping all dazzle their defence and send them sideways.
Yeah, the old flamenco dance.
And
dance
a little maverick on the wing. Little maverick on the wing.
Yeah, like a flamenco dance.
Yeah.
What are they called? Is it a flamenco or is it what is it? Flamenco.
Madame might wait for you.
Flamenco.
It's a flamenco.
Yeah.
Flamenco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know you're iconic now, Ben?
You know,
Yeah.
He's actually iconic.
Ben appears every single night at the sports bar.
Every night.
Doesn't he?
Without foul.
Yeah. Yeah. Been over a year.
It's been a year. All right, look, the flamenco dancer on the wing.
Yeah.
Okay, dancing about. Bit of maverick in there. All right, let's go to Dave. He's a Sunderland fan. Dave?
All right, Dave-o.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
I'm all right, Dave. How are you?
Yeah.
Good. So I'm getting in early with a representative from England who I think can be our captain.
Okay.
And it's St. George himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a leader, warrior. He's up for a battle. He'll put the opposition to the sword. And I think we can play him on the wing.
No, he don't feel like a winger, mate.
Killed a dragon.
Well,
centre half.
Killed a dragon, didn't he?
Reason being, he's got a good cross, hasn't he, St. George?
Okay.
No,
I feel like as a person, like St. George feels like a centre half. He feels like a Bobby Moore. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, you are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. England's assistant coach, Anthony Barry, has been speaking to talkSPORT's Fade Carruthers on the right-back issue. Quansah being out for 2 games. Have a listen.
It's just something that's absolutely out of our control. It's something that we have no powers over. It's a decision that's been made that we can't change. Overall, for us, it's a loss, Jarell. We believe he's a fantastic young player. We believe he was going to catch many minutes for us in the rest of the tournament. So for the team and for Thomas and I, it's a loss, but it's a decision that's been made that we can't affect or impact. So it's something that we'll no longer give any energy to.
Yeah. Where are we at with Reece James? Because we've gone from having a plethora of right-backs to really struggling in that position.
I wouldn't say struggling. I'd say everyone's ready for the last 11 days. I think we have hopefully 3 more steps and 3 more steps that we intend to take. So as a group, everybody's getting ready physically, emotionally for what is the last leg of the World Cup, and Reece is included in that.
Yeah, obviously Anthony Barry there. I guess they can't appeal it, right?
I think they might. I think they should.
Can you?
Yeah, I think you can. I think you're well within your rights to appeal that extra game ban. I think they should. But he's right. It's not down to him. They've got to. It's all about controlling the controllables. They can't control that. It's up to the FA to go in, lodge a complaint, see what can come out of it. He's not. One thing we do know, he's not available for Norway.
No.
So it's irrelevant. If we get beat by Norway,
it's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant semi-final. Yeah. So let's deal with what's in front of us. And I think that's probably what he's driving at there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't.
He's out anyway.
Yeah. He's not available for this game. Let's move forward, and then if and when we get through against Norway, we then look at that game and see what's in front of us.
So you've also heard tonight that Mark Gay potentially picked up a bit of a hamstring strain.
Yep.
Just so I know where your head's at. Nico O'Reilly left back.
Yep.
Dan Burn.
Yep.
Consa.
Yeah. And Reece James if he's available. Now we're led to believe that is a possibility.
Reece James.
Well, I think because they're back forward,
played.
If he can start him. Well, then who is it? Because if I'm telling you, if I told you before the World Cup started, we're going to go into a quarter-final with Jed Spence, Nico O'Reilly, Dan Burn and Consa, you'd have said to me, you've got no chance. That's a terrible... Obviously not a no chance, but you know what the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Right? Reece James might have to come in there, mate.
I'm just not convinced he's fit enough.
Well, I don't have the information any more than you do. And if he's available and fit,
okay. The first 2 games he played, he was playing within himself.
I felt
see
so.
that, and then he gets injured.
I felt so. I felt the same. I agree with you. But it needs must. If Reece can start,
look, obviously Reece James is a better player than Jed Spence. I get that. But in terms of athleticism, in terms of being able to deal with what Haaland has got and the runs he can make, and
no, that's fair.
For me, Jed Spence is more powerful than Reece James.
I hear you, but if you're asking me if Reece is fit to start and they do a test and that he's been cleared to start, I'm starting Reece. That's what I'm doing. I'm starting Reece because the back four
feel makeshift, doesn't it?
It's exactly what it is.
Kind of
you've got a player that's
getting a little bit ridiculous.
Well, the right back has been ridiculous. The right back, the whole World Cup has been ridiculous.
Yeah, it really has.
Even before it started, with Livramento having to go out and then Chalobah coming in.
Chalobah might get gay.
Well, don't joke about it.
No, he might.
Don't joke about it.
It might be. Actually, might have to use him at some point.
Yeah, I mean, Dan Burn had to come off the bench. Went to a back 5 against Mexico. Who knows? I mean, if we receive another red card against Norway, all of a sudden you need 5 at the back. You might have to put Chalobah in there. You might have to. Anyway, look, let's not talk about
Let's get through Norway.
Let's. Yeah, I'm very much aware that the only game that matters is Saturday night, 10 o'clock.
No, I agree. I can't wait for it. It's going to be a great game. Right, we go back to our negotiator 11. Let's go to Nasir. He's a Liverpool fan. Nasir?
All right, Nas.
Yeah, all right.
All right, matey.
Who you got for us?
Good. I've got several names. Just want to throw them into the mix. Mm-hmm. Do you remember in the 80s, the wrestling guys, Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks?
Yeah, Shirley Crabtree.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Shirley Crabtree, Giant Haystacks, and Kendo Nagasaki. Get them in your defence.
Hold on, you've got 3 wrestlers at the back.
Yeah. 2 wrestlers in your defence.
We're negotiating the team,
Yeah,
mate. We're not trying to do the rock bottom on Gianfantino.
Well, you could have Giant Haystacks as your goalie. He's 6'7", isn't he?
No, but how's he dealing with Infantino?
Well, he just needs to just talk to him. Infantino wouldn't answer him back at all, would he? He'd be scared of him.
Mind you, right? Do you remember Giant Haystack?
No.
Remember Big Daddy?
No, I don't know.
Right, so these...
What era are we talking about?
Right, this is a long...
Like 80s.
I know, but, you know, you...
Yeah, what? I was born in 86.
No, but... I know, but you still remember...
You always say this, you know Elvis.
Well, okay, the Beatles, right? You know the Beatles, right?
Yeah, but...
Right, okay.
That's a bit different from Big Daddy.
I don't know whether it is. He's like...
Who's Big Daddy?
Mate, I'm gonna get... Mate, you talk to our... What's his name? You talk to Nasir. I'm going to get a photograph of Big Daddy, right?
Right.
I'm going to get him up now.
Is he a wrestler?
Mate, wait till you see him.
He's a wrestler.
His name is Shirley Crabtree. That was his real name. He's called Big Daddy. And they used to have on Grandstand on a Saturday afternoon. These 2 characters, Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy, would this is like wrestling. Wrestling was like, I don't know what it is, mate. Back then, it's not like it is now. Like they got, you know, they got The Rock. But wait till you see this guy. Wait till you see this guy.
Okay, all right.
You speak to him, right?
Let's see. Where do you want him?
Big Daddy.
We're putting him in goal.
No, I want Giant Haystacks in goal.
Jay.
Jay,
look at him. Look at him.
He's big. I'll give him that. I mean, how do I describe that? He's a big old boy.
I don't know. I mean, if
is that he was a wrestler?
He was a
good shot stopper, maybe.
Look
You
at
know?
him. Look at the side. Look. Doesn't look the most mobile. Does
Big Daddy's got to go in, mate.
Right, but was he? If he walked in there dressed up like that, Infantino's going to take. He's going to go. Hold on a second.
Hold on, what's going on here?
Hold on a second. Right, how tall was he? Let's have a look. 6'5".
Is he?
6'5".
6'5". Mate, he's in. He's in. GK.
Right.
Big Daddy's in, mate. That's it. It's a good shout. Big Daddy's GK. He's in the team.
There you go.
Let's go to James. He's an Ipswich fan. James?
Jimbo?
You all right, lads?
Right, Jimbo.
What are you thinking, James?
Oh, I've got your fearless leader, mate. No nonsense negotiator. King Henry VIII.
Wow, man.
Henry VIII.
Mate, your head's coming off unless you agree.
Pope said no. What did he do? Made his own church.
He did. He set out the church, didn't he?
I think we're getting kicked out of the tournament if King Henry VIII gets involved.
He turns up with his.
Hey, mate, that red card's overturned though.
Yeah, I think it might be overturned. I think you might actually overturn both games.
We can't have Henry VIII, mate. We can't get Henry VIII in there.
Mate, he's a big lad.
No, he's a big lad, mate. He's a big lad who chops people's heads off.
He had some sway back in the day.
Yeah, well, did he?
Mate, he did.
If he didn't get his way, he chopped their head off.
Oh, Infantino. Imagine walking in there and it don't get your way. Infantino must be he's going to chop your head off. Isn't he?
Yeah, but he's not the most mobile guy in the world, was he?
Mate, no one in this team is.
He was an athlete. He was an athlete.
What?
He was an athlete.
King Henry VIII was an athlete.
What do you mean?
Yeah, mate. Before he got injured jousting, he was like an athlete.
Have you seen him? He had gout. He had all sorts going
Hey,
on.
mate, get Cundy to give it a Google, mate. He was unbelievable before he got injured.
What do you mean unbelievable? How tall was
Mate,
he?
he's considered one of the fittest kings England's ever had.
Mate, by the way...
Was he a wonder kid back in the day?
Hold on.
Maybe when he was 13, yeah.
Right, okay. I just found out how tall King Henry VIII was, right?
There you go. Right, here we go.
6'2".
Okay.
6'2".
He might be tall, mate, but he can't move.
He towered over his contemporaries.
Don't know if he's a team player, though. Don't know if he's going to get on with Del Boy.
I don't know. I think you'd probably have... Mate, if you're sitting in a pub...
Yeah.
Right? And King Henry VIII comes over and he's got a sword there and he's got all his... You're gonna buy him a drink, aren't you? He's got a little bit of sway about him. You want someone to go in there and you've got to get the better of Infantino. I mean, okay, what's available to us?
Okay, let's have a look quickly. Let's get Dan up. He's a Man City fan. Dan.
Danny boy.
Hello, mate.
How are you?
Right, matey.
Dan, help me out here. I've got King Henry VIII going in at centre half otherwise.
He's a big boy, mate. He's a big boy.
I'm giving you on the widths, right?
Go on.
Neville Longbottom.
Right.
Now, hear me out.
No, I like the sound of this.
Wand of a right foot.
Yeah.
Pulls it out the hat right at the end.
Yeah,
I think he's a good squad player, you know, underrated player behind the scenes,
Why,
does a lot for
why
the
have
team.
you gone for him and not Harry Potter?
I think it's just. If you've got your big hitters, you've got your kings of England, you've got those names, but you need someone behind the scenes.
Mate, I like a bit of Neville Longbottom, you know. Team player.
Neville,
feels like Phil Neville.
It's important. I think you can't have a team without Neville there.
Okay.
Mate, he's a bit of a utility man. I don't mind him, a bit of Neville.
No, it's fine. He's got a little bit of magic about him.
But he's gonna have to play left back though.
That's fine. He can have a left foot. I heard he's.
He's a bit like Kieran Trippier, right? He's one of them.
Absolutely.
How tall is he?
Why do you keep?
I don't know. I don't know why.
You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy.
How tall is he?
5'7".
This ain't Tony Pulis picking a team here, mate. All right, Neville Longbottom's in the side.
All right, fine.
Right, he's got wand of a right foot.
Fine.
Pulls things out the hat. He'll get on a blower to Infantino. We'll sort it out.
Yeah, well, we'll just put a spell on him, won't he?
Yeah, exactly. We've got King Henry VIII going in there trying to chop his head off. I think it's a bit much, a bit more Neville Longbottom.
Bit more
negotiated. King Henry VIII ain't negotiated.
No, he doesn't negotiate. He
There's
gets
no
what he wants,
negotiation
or
tactics.
your head rolls.
Red card rescinded. We're gone. Let's go. Who else? Let's see if Kyle's got something for us. Kyle.
Right, Kyle.
Well, Shouty Joe, you all right?
How are you, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. I rang about 5 minutes ago, but the old signal went.
All right, come on, what you got for us?
The goalkeeper. But I've got something. I've got a manager for you.
We've got a gaffer. We need a gaffer.
Need a gaffer.
I've got a serious gaffer for you.
Go on,
so
then.
we're going for David Attenborough. He's calm, collected. He's been around the world.
Mate, David Attenborough.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, no,
that's top draw.
That makes so much sense.
That is 100%.
He's got a nice. So, okay, what's he doing though with Infantino? How's it going to work?
I think he's been around the world.
Yeah.
Calm, collective.
Yeah.
Sir David Attenborough.
Sir David.
Encouraging signs there. Encouraging signs.
There is encouraging signs. If Sir David Attenborough phones your phone and you're Infantino,
you're taking the call.
You're taking that call.
You are.
You're going to have a proper good conversation. He's going to take you down, good old garden path, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's going to give you a load of spill.
And I think
you're going to fall in love. You might fall asleep.
No,
and then you'll wake up and it'll still be on.
He's got that way, I think, of dealing with. He's got that calm approach. He will disarm Infantino because he's such a lovely guy and that voice. And before Infantino knows it, Conce's got one game taken off.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Mate, it's a great shout. He's definitely the gaffer. I'm going to do one more. Steve, he's a Newcastle fan. All right, Steve.
Steve-o.
Hey, you all right,
You all right, matey?
How are you, matey? You good?
Right. I'm thinking of Darren Brown, the magician and hypnotist.
Darren Brown?
Yeah, he can convince anybody to do anything he wants.
Yeah,
he can.
He hypnotises Infantino.
He could influence them to the point where they're on our side.
How legal this is.
Or he could make them think they're chickens.
It's
and run
legal.
around
We've
the
got
pitch.
King Henry VIII in there. Huh?
Henry VIII?
Yeah, Steve,
Yeah,
I don't know, mate. I like where your head's at. He's a bit, I don't know. I feel like I prefer King Henry VIII, mate, to be honest.
So you'd rather the scare tactics?
Yeah.
Well, how about up front? He looks the goalkeeper in the eyes, tells him he's a chicken, and he starts pecking at the ground, and we just score as many goals as we want.
It's a pigeon.
Yeah, the old Richarlison. Give it all the old Richarlison. Give all that.
Yeah.
I like the thought process, right? Because if you go in there and then Darren Brown just sits down with Infantino, for Infantino,
We had Luke, who's a Gillingham fan. He had Noel Edmonds. I didn't mind that. Bit of Noel Edmonds, mate.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy at the other end?
The banker.
Isn't it?
Banker's got good negotiating tactics.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
the banker's perfect.
Banker at deal or no deal.
Banker at deal or no deal. I feel like we've got to get him in there.
Sorry, what's the team? Who are we looking for?
Well, we've got Big Daddy.
Yeah. What's the team? What shape are we playing?
What do you mean, what shape? We're playing 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, cool.
All right, we've got the Bob the Builder at right back. We've got the iPhone jacker, Neville Longbottom. We've got Winston Churchill and Del Boy. We've got David Brent, James Bond, Robbie Williams and Tommy Shelby.
Well, what position?
We need a centre half.
Right.
I feel like Luke put the phone down and I wanted to speak to him. I feel like the banker should be in this team.
From deal or no deal?
Yeah, from deal or no deal, the banker.
Yeah, get him on the phone.
Because get him on the phone.
Yeah.
He'll negotiate. He'll suck you in.
Yeah.
And then he'll tie him up in knots.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, mate. Banker from deal or no deal.
Right, here we go. Here's the team. Can we have a bit of music? Right, this is our negotiating 11 for Gianfantino. In goal, we've got Big Daddy. He's the GK, he's a big old boy. Bob the Builder, because he will fix it. At right back, we've got the phone jacker, centre half.
Talk to me.
Alongside the banker from Deal or No Deal. It just makes sense for him to be Neville Longbottom playing left back because he's got a wand. And he'll pop up at the end. Winston Churchill, El Capitano playing in centre midfield alongside Del Boy. Little wheeler and dealer in there. You Pelonka! David Brent is on the left wing. He's the team player of the side. Robbie Williams, the number 10, likes to entertain. He's tall. He's good at set pieces as well. James Bond, slippery customer.
Shaken, not stirred.
Got to be out there on the right wing. And up front, no one's going to mess with this geezer. Tommy Shelby is going to play up front. And our gaffer to sort this mess out of Quansah being sent off and getting a 2-band red is Sir David Attenborough. Cool,
mate, we've done it again.
Collected.
We've done it again.
It's another top team,
Gang.
that, mate.
Hell of a team. Well done, gang.
That's a good team. Good team, that. Honestly, I don't know how we're getting away with it.
By the way, Quansah, he's definitely starting the next game, isn't he?
Quansah's
we
in.
get the semis, Quansah's in.
Quansah's in, mate. Starting. Right, we're going to move on. We've got back pages coming up next. You're listening to World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now. Enterprise.co.uk.
I mean, as recently as 2024, Bruno Touzazol, he told everybody who cared to listen what he wanted to achieve at Newcastle.
Never said that I would like to leave. Since I signed for the club, I always said I want to put my name in the club history, and nothing changed. Nothing changed from me. It is keeping going. I still want to win some trophy for me. When I signed for the club, I said I want to play Champions League, and everyone said that I was crazy. And we got it. Now I wanna be in Champions League again. I wanna win something for the club. I think the fans deserve. We are worked so hard to get it, so this is still my dream.
And then a year later, Simon, they win the Carabao Cup, and Bruno says, "This is my second home. We're making history. Someday, when I leave this club, I want the fans to sing my name the way they do Alan Shearer." I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Well, look, first and foremost, ask yourself the question: why are these players suddenly all deserting the sinking ship? It's not a sinking ship, but it doesn't appear to be a particularly ambitious one. It doesn't appear to have an ownership model that everyone thought was going to change the whole direction of football. Oh my God, we've just sold to a nation state, one of the richest nation states, and look what they're going to do to football. But they haven't done anything. They're going to buy everybody. They're going to buy Ronaldo. They're going to buy Messi. They're going to have this player here, that player, this player, you know, and they haven't. Yeah. They bought a bunch of players that to some extent, they've gone and made better. And these players are now doing what every player does, which is go, Liverpool.
Yes.
Oh, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Oh, Real Madrid. And that's what Newcastle have found themselves in a position of doing. So ask yourself the question, despite the vilification of a player that 2 years ago said he wanted to stay, nothing lasts forever. He's done his 2 years. He is entitled to leave. How he leaves is the key component part of this.
You are listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, and Jason Cundy. We're taking you through to 2 a.m. tonight, so keep your calls coming in. You want to talk about England, want to talk about France and Morocco. Loads to go at, but now it's time for this.
JC.
Back pages, Jack Cunningham.
Morning, lads. How we doing? We're good?
Yeah, we're all right, matey. We're all right. Let's get into some of these back pages.
Let's go for it.
I'm going to go for... Well, it's on the back page of The Sun. We've got Haaaaas.
Yeah, Haaland has been speaking about the game coming up on Saturday. He's basically said all of the pressure is on England. He was asked essentially, or no under any pressure. He was like, no. And then he also said to the media, he was like, make sure you keep putting the pressure on them, so it takes it off us. Yeah, he did, yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing. I really like him as a character, to be fair. I think
this World Cup's been good for him, right?
I agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I think it's propelled him into a bit of a, I mean, he's a superstar anyway, but on the international stage of him playing for his country, carrying his team, I think he's come across really good.
You've seen a bit more of a personality,
yes,
haven't you?
Yeah,
and I like him.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a lot, obviously on the pitch, but off the pitch,
yeah,
and
seems just like a normal lad, right? Who's just unbelievable.
Yeah, he does. No, I think he seems like great bloke. Now, I mean, Google today actually changed this thing where if you typed in his name, they put up loads of like Norwegians rowing essentially along the front of it. So, and the Americans have all fallen in love with him as well.
Yeah.
So, because he's obviously this 6'5" guy, looks like a Viking.
Yeah, he does.
I suppose.
He does.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then he's scoring
his
goals.
dad, like I was saying this to Cundy.
Yeah, Alpha Inga.
No, his dad produced Haaland, and it's like, mate, fair play, mate.
Fair play.
Fair play. That is an absolute unit of a man. You've produced it.
But you can only imagine, like, whenever...
He's come out of a lab, doesn't he? So.
Yeah,
but you can only imagine, like, whenever the Norwegians came over in their longboats.
Oh, yeah.
You can imagine...
Back in 800 AD.
Right, he'd be right at the front, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he'd be the first one off.
He'd be right at the...
You can't imagine him not saying, I don't fancy.
No.
I can't imagine that,
But what I will say, he's 100% right in what he said. The pressure is absolutely on England. And he's clever at what he's doing. He's put the pressure on. But the pressure's there. England, we all know the better team is. We all know who's got the better players. But now we've got to go and prove it and show it. We've got to get over the line. Because Norway, they're a decent team. You don't get to this stage of the tournament without having something about you. And they've got plenty about them.
No, I mean, if you look at Norway in the qualifying, they topped the group of Italy. They scored about 30 goals. I think they absolutely smashed everyone. Yeah. And then look, I don't think that was the best Brazil side we've ever seen, but still, Brazil with all that prestige around them in a World Cup, and they won.
We're better than Brazil.
We are better than Brazil. We are better than Brazil. We are better than Brazil. I agree, and I think Norway showed in that game that you can definitely get at them. But they've got dangerous players. None more so than Haaland, of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great game.
It is.
The drama around it's just gonna be incredible. Okay, let's have a look at Quanta ban extended as FA bid fails.
Yeah, so Cundy, I heard you speak actually about appealing after the Norway game. You can't actually appeal. There is no appeal process in this World Cup. So
well, there is.
Balogun,
No, there is.
There is. What? There is if the president phones Infantino. Or you negotiate 11 round.
Yeah,
we get King Henry VIII in.
Del Boy, mate.
Del Boy, he might be able to convince Infantino.
Had a better job than Tuchel. He's got him banned for 2 games. So you can't appeal. There's no appeal process.
No, there's no appeal process. Incredibly, they've created a World Cup where there's no appeal process.
Hold on. So how did Balogun get off with a red card then?
Because Donald Trump got involved. This is literally what it is.
It's disgusting.
This is literally what it is.
That's absolute. No. I was nearly swore.
No. Yeah.
That's just outrageous.
No,
that makes that story even worse.
Corruption.
There's not actually an appeal process.
No, there's no appeal process. No.
It's disgusting.
It's absolutely horrendous.
It really is.
No,
I mean,
it's literally it's just politics.
I think we just
literally interfering with.
Let's not waste time, effort on it. There's no point.
So he's out for 2 games, guaranteed.
So Quan's out for 2 games. Yeah. So they've decided. The FA did ask for the VAR. They said that the referee was showing a still image rather than the full footage, but it just got ignored. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. He's out for 2 games.
Gordon, back page of the Sun. Focus or we're out.
Well, yeah, Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon clearly making it very clear that what England need to do. They need to lock in for this game. And to be fair, I would give Gordon a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Because I thought he was brilliant against Mexico.
Superb.
You know, that's the kind of game that... Because, look, I mean, I think there's certain games that he doesn't suit at all, but a game like that where he... I don't know, it feels like it's a big game, it's a big occasion. He always seems to step up. His record against the top 6 when he was at Newcastle was always very, very good. His Champions League record was always very, very good. So look, if he keeps playing well in these big games, then he's going to deservedly keep that left wing spot. I mean, against DR Congo, he changed the game, to be fair, as well, when he came off the bench, because Rashford struggled. So I think Gordon did really well. He was also talking about the incident he had with the Mexican
so good.
head coach, which is just unbelievable.
It's one of the best videos I think I've ever seen.
So good.
Like the World Cup is give us some great content. Yeah. Like the John Stones one is great.
Yeah.
But the Mexican manager saying, "Gordon, F you," and just laughs.
He laughs at him.
It's incredible.
His reaction when he laughs is just amazing.
Oh, it's amazing. Gordon just laughs, right? What did he say? What did Gordon say? He said he enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, Gordon said he enjoyed it. Yeah, he thought it was really funny and really good. And especially because just moments before, the manager just asked Bellingham if he could have his shirt for his father-in-law.
Is that what he said?
So, yeah,
is that genuine?
Yeah. So yeah, I've seen that. Like that's been translated. Essentially, he asked Bellingham, "Can I have your shirt after for my father-in-law?" And then immediately went straight into saying that to Gordon.
I want to see that gaffer in England. I'd love the Mexican manager.
Get him in.
Get him over. He's a character.
Get him in.
Character.
We don't have any characters, do we? So get him in.
No, yeah. I loved it. Fair play to Anthony Gordon. No, he needed a big game and he gave us one.
He did.
That was
Yeah,
massive. Arthur Ferry has opted to conquer SW19. He's got semi-final today, right?
He does semi-final day against Zverev. If he gets through to the final, it'll be his 24th birthday, which is quite incredible. What a way to go and have your birthday. But basically, he had an operation sort of at the end of last week because he was having nosebleeds at the start of the week during his games, and they all went to sort of final leg deciders, etc., to get through. So he's had an operation on his nose that essentially cauterized the blood vessels in his nose to stop the nosebleeds happening. And also he's been watching The Godfather, so he said that he's been going home because he's from southwest London, so he's been going home every night. He's been watching The Godfather. He said if he gets through to the final, he'll watch Godfather 3 before the final. But it's just a brilliant story, you know. This young lad, 23, as I say, will turn 24 if he can beat Zverev, which is not going to be easy. Of course it's not. But Zverev is a player who, until very recently, had never won a Grand Slam. So he was always kind of the nearly man, always made the semi-final. So I'm pretty sure he'll be nervous about that in terms of facing Ferry, because the crowd are going to be with him, aren't they? The crowd are going to be with him as well, aren't they? So
he's decent. Yeah. I like the shots he plays and the way he's played. I've been well impressed with him. He could be he's probably going to be the face of English.
I mean, I don't know who is the British number 1 right now. Is it?
It's Jack Draper, I believe.
The left.
He's not
lefty.
bad.
He had an injury.
Yeah, he's just injured at the moment.
That's right. That's right. What else on the talksport.com?
Yeah, looks like Jed Spence is going to start at right back. So that's what talkSPORT currently believes at the moment. It will be Jed Spence at right back. That's simply because Reece James isn't necessarily fully fit, and I think I heard you talking about before that even in the first 2 games he didn't exactly look like is the best Reece James that we know. So it looks like Tuchel's going to go for the safer option and go for Jed Spence at right back. Now equally, Mark Gahey looks like he's got a hamstring injury. You don't even bother taking any risks there. I don't think he plays. I think you put Dan Burn in. And then also there's potentially Rice is ill, but I'm sure Rice will be fine. But that back 4 is not looking as strong as it maybe did when we went into the tournament.
Well, if before the tournament, if you saw that back 4, you'd be like, we got absolutely no up. But as the tournament's progressed, you go, yeah, they're doing all right. Like, Dan Burn deserved maybe a shot.
Yeah.
Jed Spence was brilliant against Mexico, so you go, all right, okay.
My only concern with Spence is how poor he was against DR Congo.
Yeah.
It was really poor in that game. But he was great. He was great against Mexico. You know, backs against the wall, comes on. It's just if we need the right back to be advancing the ball, keeping possession, I'm worried about that because he just lost the ball over and over again against DR Congo. And Burn as well, been up from the back, not amazing, but I think with the battle for Haaland, that makes sense. So, but if Gay, by the way, I think Gay's got a hamstring. I don't think he even bother. Like, I'm sorry, what is the point?
Play Dan Burn.
No,
I'm happy.
Is
It's got to
there
be
any
Dan Burn.
doubts with a hammer? You can't risk that.
Yeah.
It's got to be Dan Burn, hasn't it? Simple as that.
Yeah. All right. Jack, you're a star, mate. Thank you.
Lads, stories. Have a great weekend.
All right, those are your
See you
back
later.
pages. Right, up next, we're going to be joined by the legend, football expert Terry Gibson, as he's going to look ahead to the World Cup quarter-final between Spain v Belgium. It's live on talkSPORT later tonight. You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar on talkSPORT, brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now, enterprise.co.uk.
I think you're underestimating Bruno Guimaraes. I mean, you can look at the figures and say, yeah, not brilliantly impressive, but every Newcastle fan will tell you he's the heartbeat of their team.
Yeah, that's Newcastle, though, Jeff. Jeff, we're not Newcastle United.
Oh,
right?
Joe, don't be arrogant. Do not be arrogant, pal.
What do you mean not be arrogant? We're Premier League champions.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I don't want him at the club.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just
Premier
saying
League champions
that I don't
now.
want him to be,
You're Premier League champions now. Let's come on in 12 months' time and find out if you're going to say the same thing if you're not Premier League champions then.
Jeff, of course we're Premier League champions. We just won it a few months ago. Come on, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to give us a bit of time. What I'm saying is, good player, but I don't want him to be the marquee signing. If he is the marquee signing, I'm going to be upset.
Well, I tell you what, Joe, shouldn't you be worried? You're talking about marquee signings. Aren't you concerned about financial fair play? Or the equivalent of as it is now? And you busting the rules.
Get rid of everyone you need to get rid of to make it happen. Because if you're spending 60 mil on a player, then that means people need to go as well, right? Get rid of, we've just spoken about Norgard. If you don't like him, get rid of
Trossard,
him.
Gabriel Jesus.
We're hearing Trossard. Get rid of all of them. You know, to be fair, I do like Trossard. And if it was up to me, I'll get rid of Martinelli instead. But get rid of who you need to get rid of. Then we can start talking business. But this better not be the marquee signing.
I do the marquee signing, but I agree that Arsenal need a left winger. Do you know what I mean? Don't spend 80 million on Guimaraes and then you can't afford to go and buy, like, if Barcola's available, for instance, Joel, and he's worth 100. You know, you need a top left winger, don't you, on that side?
100%. And that's what I want to see. I want to see someone. Look, the reality.
Yeah, this is the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, taking you through to 2 a.m. Later tonight, Spain will take on Belgium for the second World Cup quarter-final. They're set to meet in Los Angeles, who somehow is out in the US. Is Spanish football expert Terry Gibson. He's going to come on in just a moment. Just on that game, Jace, we see France tonight kind of cruise through, didn't they?
Yeah.
I feel like this one's going to be a bit of a tougher one. Belgium have actually stepped up.
Well, they have. I think they've done well to get this far, if I'm honest. I think Spain will have too much for them, yet to concede a goal. The only team in this tournament yet to concede a goal. And they will pass you. It's you know, deaths, cuts or passes by 1,000 cuts. That will just pass, keep the ball, pass. And I'm not sure Belgium are good enough, if I'm honest.
No.
They've done well to get this far. I think it's actually quite a credit to get as far as they have, because they've not been impressive.
Good players.
They've not been great though. I've never come away from watching a Belgium game, and
no, America game you did.
Yeah, but I think that game alone, I think Trump probably didn't help America, because I think there was a bit of a right. You want to do that? We're gonna step up and show you lot who you really are.
Yeah,
and they put them to the sword.
Yeah, they did.
But look, in any game, I mean, I've got Spain. If you had to put a pound of Cundy money, I'm going straight for Spain in 90 minutes as well. By the way, I'm not going to mess around with extra time.
Well, they seem to me like they are They haven't really. I don't think they've conceded a goal.
No,
Have
they haven't. They've not conceded a goal yet.
That's the only
tell.
goal because you can't get the ball off them.
No, you can't. No.
But
And that's what I do.
It's just so good.
It's death by 1,000 passes. That's exactly what it is. They keep the ball, they pass it, and they're good at it. I mean, Rodri's had a really good tournament so far. He's the one that ticks them over. He literally just he's the link, and he does it so well. But they've got quality going forward. I mean, Yamin Lamal's yet to really, I know he scored, but we're yet to see the best of him. We're waiting. I mean, all the big dogs have stepped up. And this might be the game we go, there he is. I know he came into the tournament with an injury, but this might be the game where you go, Yamin Lamal, this is your stage.
Yeah.
Put your best foot forward.
Yeah, just with Lamal, we're going to speak to Tell. I think we're going to get him just after the break now. But he's got so much ability, but he hasn't lit the stage up yet, has he?
No, and like I said,
like Mbappe. But I know it's a difficult.
There was listen. It wasn't. You go back two months when he picked up the injury. It looked like his World Cup was over. It looked like he wasn't even going to make it. So he's carrying that, but they've managed to get through to this stage. But he will start, almost certainly start. But they've just got some. They're just such a lovely team when they go forward. I don't find them as attractive as France. I know that it looks like France and Spain will meet in the semis. And that's a tough one to call.
God,
that's a real tough one to call.
Yeah.
But again,
if you had to call it,
I'm going to go France. I've had France to win it from day one, so I'm going to have to stick to that.
It does feel like Europe's taken over a bit. Morocco have been binned off tonight.
Yeah,
got slapped.
Yeah,
like Europe, like the European nations are taking over. Like in terms of dominating world football.
Well, Brazil are going through transition. I mean, Brazil, how disappointed have they been?
Yeah.
They really have.
Yeah, they have been poor.
They've been so meh, haven't they?
Yeah. No.
And I know, I mean, we know what Ancelotti's like as a manager, but I don't think that he's got the best out of this.
I don't think he's been very good at all.
No, I think they've been disappointing. But Argentina are still there, mate, and they've got the wizard.
They have got the wizard.
They've got the wizard, haven't they? That they can just.
He's the one, right? If we get past him, if we get past Norway,
do you know what I found incredible is when I watched the game against Egypt the other day, is if I was managing against Argentina, it's almost impossible to man mark. We had this conversation about marking Messi. You can't man mark.
Can't mark him,
right?
It's a duck in the swamp.
Yeah, duck in the swamp, right? He'll pop up in areas, and you think, well, how's he got there?
You know what? When I looked at that back, I didn't quite get it at the time. When they put it up the next day, it was absolutely. It was perfect.
It is, isn't it?
Perfect analogy.
You know, where is he? There he is. He picks the ball and he does damage. It's the supply to Messi.
Yeah.
That's key. But that's also so difficult because it's hard to sit in a block and protect that back line unless you play a 5 in the middle of the park with that route through. But then Messi pops up on the left wing, pop on the right wing. He'll pop up in front of that block. And then what I noticed is that McAllister was one that they were looking for as much as Messi against Egypt. So McAllister's filled that space. So if the ball can't get to Messi, well, if you stop that, we'll get it into McAllister's feet.
Yeah.
McAllister was the one in the first half against Egypt where they were looking for him quite a lot. But then, you know, they managed to get themselves out of an absolute hole, and Messi was central to it. Set the first goal up, scored the equaliser, and then, you know, Egypt, for some unknown we know we spoke to last night saying that they feel as though the best way to defend is attack.
Yeah.
They left themselves when there's so little of the game left, Jay.
You can't leave yourself.
Do you not think that it's like let's get to extra time?
Yeah.
Let's get to extra time. Give us. But yeah, when you concede as late as they did, it's dead. You're dead.
Yeah, it's over.
I felt that it's fine if you've got that tactic as Egypt.
Yeah, you get your 2-0 up. We've thrown it away. It's 2-2.
Right.
We still got half hour.
Right. Let's give ourselves another half hour.
Yeah.
But you can't. You know. You
can't lose it.
No, can't win it. Don't lose it.
No, 100%.
But look, whatever happens in the rest of this World Cup, we've got some unbelievable games still to come.
Yeah, we really.
And it could be England-Argentina. I mean, that game itself is just iconic anyway. Yeah. Obviously, you go back to '86, and of course, just before that, the Falklands. Yeah. That was still that was still raw. The hand of God. Then Beckham scored the penalty in when was that? Was that 98?
98?
Sent off. Yeah, got that one. But then he got that one. That was 1998. And then we played against them again, and he scored the penalty.
Yeah.
And he scored the. So there's so many strands to this.
Yeah, there really is.
But say it again, Saturday night, Norway. Cannot get ahead of ourselves. We still got a tricky one against them.
Yeah. All right, up next, we are going to be joined by Spanish football expert Terry Gibson coming up.
before I get on to Norway, I have to ask you, because I've seen so many stills, amazing photographs that you are going to have to get framed and put at home. But that moment where Raul Jimenez was going for his overhead kick and you put your head in, there's a brilliant moment in commentary between Jim Proudfoot and Stuart Pearce where Jim said he almost got his teeth kicked out there. And Stu said something along the lines of, I don't think he'd have cared about that. What was going through your head?
I've played against Jimenez like many times, and I know he always likes an overhead kick if he can set it up. So just when the ball was there, and it's kind of one of them where you're just throwing yourself in front of it, like safely. You can still do it safely. Do you know what I mean? I knew I wasn't going to get it right in the face, but as I said, it was at that point it's just you're giving everything for the team, and you know how hard they've worked. So you're just wanting to show your part. So yeah, I made a nice little highlight.
Yeah, and you talked about the specialism and why Thomas Tuchel's brought you in. Jeff Stelling has also said he thinks you should start against Norway because of what you've done against Erling Haaland in the past. I think he's only scored 1 goal past you. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it, but yeah, 1 goal. I do enjoy playing against Erling purely just from a physical point of view. Like I quite like that sort of physical battle, and I get on well with him on the pitch. Like we do get on quite well, although you'd have to ask him if he thinks the same thing. But yeah, like if I'm asked to do that, I'd be more than ready and more than happy to do that. But obviously I also know that we've got sort of 4 other centre-halves who are also top quality players and have played this whole tournament because of that too. So
I've seen a picture of you both grappling and it didn't look like you were friends. I'm not going to...
This might be the most iconic image in English sporting history, the moment Bobby Moore lifted the World Cup. It meant the flag of St George could forever be draped on the Jules Rimet, and Moore would be a hero always, despite the twists and turns of his eventful World Cup career. Bobby Moore went to the World Cup in 1962, but didn't play a single game. A year later, though, he was made England captain, leading the side as they built up to 66. But Moore might never have played in the tournament. He was in a contract dispute with West Ham and was technically a free agent. And an FA rule meant free agents were ineligible to play for England. Sir Ralph Ramsey stepped in and forced West Ham and Moore to sign a deal. Phew. Then, when the final came around, Moore might not have played in that either. According to Sir Geoff Hurst's autobiography, he overheard Sir Ralph discussing the idea of dropping Moore in favour of Norman Hunter to help deal with the German attack. But he stuck with Moore and didn't live to regret it. 4 years later, Moore was shrouded in controversy. On a pre-tournament team trip to Colombia, he was arrested, accused of stealing a bracelet from a gift shop, and placed under house arrest for 4 days. Perhaps the most famous match of that tournament was England's group game against Brazil, in which he made what's still described as the perfect tackle. It's so beautiful. After the game, another iconic image. The quarter-final defeat to West Germany would be his last World Cup match. England failed to qualify in '74 and Moore stepped away, leaving the most incredible legacy. He was made an inaugural inductee to the English Football Hall of Fame in 2002, and in 2007 this statue was unveiled of Moore outside the new Wembley Stadium. It was described as the finishing touch.
go.
You are listening to the World Cup Sports Bar on talkSPORT. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. We are taking you through to 2 a.m. tonight before the legend Paul Ross takes over. Later tonight, though, Spain are taking on Belgium for the second World Cup quarter-final. They're set to meet in Los Angeles. Someone who is out in the US is Spanish football expert Terry Gibson, and he does join us now. All right, Tel.
Gibbo.
Good evening, Jamie. Good evening, Jason.
Tel, what happened? Where'd you go? What's happening? You out? What are you doing? You sat by a pool with a pina colada or something?
It was sunset on the beach.
Yeah, yeah.
And I got my message mixed up. I thought I was on tomorrow evening, but I've rushed back. Not the weather for running around in, I'll tell you that.
Where are you, Tel? Where are you?
Florida.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, what a place. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I mean, stuck in the studio with Cundy. I mean, honestly, Tel gets about, doesn't he? Tel, let's talk about Spain. You know them well. They haven't conceded a goal. And, you know, and I still don't feel like I've seen the best of them yet.
I totally agree. And going into the tournament, you know, my one concern was De La Fuente going to make the right choice regarding the goalkeeping position? Because, to be honest, I think Unai Simon is probably the third best goalkeeper in the squad. But he's consistently done well for Spain. He hasn't let them down. So I was concerned that he was going to use Unai Simon as opposed to Jean Garcia and Raya. So it was a difficult one. And then I was surprised that Robin Lenormand was left out of the squad because he was excellent in the European Championships when they won that. Kubasi has got more experience now. He's alongside Aymeric Laporte, who hasn't been brilliant this season for Athletic Bilbao. He's been good, but not brilliant. Marc Pubil hasn't got a lot of caps behind him. He's the backup centre-back. Eric Garcia is the backup centre-back. I wasn't sure about the full-backs. But what we've seen from Spain is not what I expected. I expected to see a fluent Spanish football in terms of possession and attacking play, with concern about the defensive side of it. But they've been incredibly successful defensively, and it's held them in good stead. They haven't been fluent in their attacking play. Each game you're watching them play, you're wondering where the goals are going to come from.
Yeah.
But defensively, to not concede a goal so far, and they'll be hoping to continue that against Belgium.
Yeah, and Lamine Yamal, of course, he came into this tournament injured. In fact, there was a thought process weeks before that he might not even make the tournament. But I'm still waiting for him to step up. And of course, the injury has hampered him. I know he's got his goal. Is this the game, do you feel, that he could really turn it on?
It's against the team that it could be far tougher opposition in this tie than Belgium. And I expect Spain to win. And it is another road to his recovery, if I'm being honest. You know, he came into it, he's been rushed back. He appeared quicker than I thought he would. I think he was going to miss the whole of the group games. And I think I'm seeing an improvement in each game. Right. You know, he's beaten his opponents, but his final crosses let him down. His attempts at goal haven't been successful. But I'm seeing a slight improvement, which we all know you get from playing matches, getting match sharp. The other problem has been that Nico Williams hasn't been fit on the other side. And that's been a huge miss. And to be honest, information is not great from Spain in terms of, I think we all recognise now that he didn't even come on in the last game. And there was the message we received from the Spanish national squad was that he was fit and available, but he didn't come off the bench when they needed him. So I presume he isn't. Jeremy Pino is another winger. Victor Munoz is another winger. All three have been injured and missed games. So Alex Baena was kind of filled in. He had one good game, not so good in the last game. A lot of question marks about who's going to play. Ferran Torres came on and played really well. Yeah, Fabian Ruiz came on and contributed as well. So Mikel Merino, of course, with the goal. None of those started. Are they going to start tomorrow at the expense of Baena and Dani Olmo? It'd be interesting to see what De La Fuente does. My hunch is he sticks with the same starting 11.
Look, just on Belgium then, obviously they're going to approach the game. What's the feeling like in Spain? I'm guessing that they're going to feel like they're going to go through comfortably, right? I know Belgium have got some decent players, but Spain should really do what France done to Morocco tonight.
They should do. I don't think they take it for granted. I think all along, like probably everybody, when we saw this bracket of the draw and we thought that'd be tasty as Spain-France semi-final. And I think that the ties have been kind to France and now kind to Spain. To play Belgium in the quarterfinals. Belgium were good against the USA, but they haven't been impressive in the other game, relying on Lukaku coming off the bench. Big names left out in the last game as well, which was a surprise. No, De Bruyne, Lukaku, it's Doku was on the bench. So it'd be interesting to see if any of them return for the game against Spain. But yes, Spain. If Spain go out on this, that would be a disaster for Spain. It'd be a massive disappointment. If they get through this and they lose narrowly to France in the semi-final, I think everybody will be content. Of course, they'd love to get to the final and they'd love to win the World Cup. But there is a way of going out in this tournament. If Spain went out against Belgium, then it would be the end of the world for Spain.
Yes, indeed. I want to talk about Marino come off the bench. And we've seen what he's done at Arsenal. He can play up front. He can be really effective. In fact, he played a lot of games for Arsenal when they had injury problems. And he just goes to show what an asset he is to come on. And listen, it's a beautifully executed goal, but I felt Portugal didn't deal with it particularly well. But in that position, he really is an asset.
He is, and deliveries into the box as well. We've seen that for Arsenal. We've seen it for Spain. If he comes, I think he'll be sub, and I think he'll come off the bench. I think Dani Olmo plays in that number 10 position again. But he is a fantastic asset to have, and he's always done that. Even his time at Real Sociedad, he was at least double figures a season for an attacking midfielder, and that's been that's his best position. Now it'd be interesting to see whether De La Fuente picks him or Dani Olmo in that to start the game. But they've got good strength in depth, but as I say, 3 or 4 of them, we're not entirely sure whether they're actually fit to come on. So Mikel Merino clearly is. Yeah. He won't play as a centre forward. I think that Mikel Oyarzabal still plays in the centre forward position, and he can be hit and miss. There's been a couple of games where he's been outstanding, a couple of games where you're looking at Spain and thinking, I can't see him scoring a goal here. Balls are going into the box and there's not enough players in the box. Mikel Merino does give you that from midfield. So that's something that if Dani Olmo starts, he has to improve on.
Tell, I've got to ask you about La Liga, but I know you're on holiday. I don't know how on top of it you are, but Jose Mourinho obviously is, the Real Madrid manager. What is the start of it look like with them? Have they signed? Who are they looking at signing? I know they've brought in Dumfries, right? Where does that leave Trent? It feels like what's going on there? Is there going to be some big things happening as well? Harry Kane and Barcelona, that was surprising.
Yeah. Well, they've signed Canati, Dumfries, Cucurella, so it's almost a new back four. I expect Dumfries to be the first choice right back.
Yeah.
So it's going to be tough. He's replacing Danny Carvajal. So it'd be interesting. If they've signed Dumfries on the back of Jose Mourinho, he must have given the go-ahead for them to sign him. And I don't anticipate that he signed a cover defender for Trent Alexander-Arnold. We may see Alexander-Arnold in a different position. Bernardo Silva has gone there as well. Barcelona have been relatively quiet apart from Anthony Gordon. Julian Alvarez is going to be the one that's going to linger on throughout the summer. Atleti want to keep him. I think it's going to happen. I think he's made it clear he wants to leave. He wants to go to only Barcelona. So I think that deal will happen. A deal will have to be done.
Gibbo, we cannot have you on the phone without talking about Jude Bellingham. He has been absolutely magnificent. His performance against Mexico was nothing short of magnificent. He ran his socks off, went down 10 men. He scored the 2 goals. In fact, without him and Kane, they scored 10 of our 11 goals between the pair. I know that Kane's got more, but Bellingham has been. Has he stepped up again, Bellingham? Are we seeing again that step up when you're expected to show in front of the world what you've got under the bonnet? And have you seen a different Bellingham again? Has he matured again in these last 2 weeks?
I actually don't, Jason. And okay. It's been a real bugbear of mine for the 3 years he's been at Real Madrid, where he has received criticism in the UK from England fans. And it's really irritated me for 3 years now. I've got no agenda with Jude Bellingham. Never met him, don't know him. But I've watched every single game that he's played for Real Madrid. And I've been saying for 3 years, he's an absolute superstar. He's a leader. He's only 22 now.
I know.
He's been leading Real Madrid since he was 19 years of age. He won the Bundesliga Player of the Year when he was 18. He comes to La Liga, wins Player of the Year in La Liga. He's an astonishing footballer. And it's taken a long while, and it takes these tournaments for someone like Jude Bellingham to convert a lot of people that were questioning, some people were questioning whether he should be in the squad.
Do you know what, Gibbo? I'm so glad you mentioned that. And I won't mention the names. We know who, well, certainly one of them is. And Jay and I have done shows, and it feels insane to have actually questioned whether he should be in the squad. Now, listen, I know Tuchel had 1 or 2 issues where there was an injury, he didn't appear, and they felt that there might have been a little bit of an angst between the pair. We'll never know. And we know,
can't be, though, because we've seen...
exactly now. We know that now. But the point I'm trying to make is that he has shown what he's got, and he is one of our talisman.
Yeah, well, he
and,
is.
And without him,
Was he like that though this season with Real Madrid? I know what you're going to say, but Real Madrid struggled, right? They was in disarray. And Mbappe there was a petition out against him, you know.
He got
and
42 goals.
Yeah, and look at him in the World Cup. Do you know it feels a little bit the same with Jude Bellingham, right? The Madrid fans crucified the team, and look at these players on the world stage.
They didn't Bellingham, they did Mbappe, but they did Ronaldo. They've done it to Gareth Bale. It's almost like a pantomime. When you go and watch Real Madrid and things are going against them, people are laughing, they're waving the white hankies, and they're laughing and booing. Right. But Jude Bellingham escaped that. And for 3 years, he's become a superstar at Real Madrid. The supporters love him.
Yeah.
They can't recognise the fact that we don't appreciate him in England, in the England team.
I think we do.
And no, we do now, but I know journalists that have had an agenda against him.
Yeah.
Even his personality has come into question. I've seen nothing in 3 years that makes me think he's a big-time Charlie.
Okay, why is that then, Gibbo? Why do you think this?
He's not played in chosen not to play in the Premier League. Is my reason.
So you think that journos have an agenda because he chose his path to go Germany, Spain, not via the Premier League? You think that's the agenda?
Exactly, because he's not ex-Man United, ex-Liverpool, ex-Spurs player, Modric and Bale went to Real Madrid. There's no backing for him in this country. If he was an ex-Man United player and ripping it up in Spain, people would like him more. But because he's chose to leave Birmingham, go to Germany, go to Madrid, and he's on both opportunities, he's had chances to go to Man United, to Liverpool, anybody, Man City.
Yeah.
But he's chosen a different route.
Yeah.
And people don't watch him week in, week out. I have done. And I from the first minute, his first season was the best. But season 2 and 3, with Real Madrid not winning anything, he's still been really good. And it's a pleasure for me as an Englishman to be watching someone like that leading Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And with Jose Mourinho will really appreciate him. He's a leader. You know, he has a moan at players. I get that. We grew up in an era where that was allowed. His dad has probably encouraged that for being an ex-footballer.
Yeah.
So I think that it rubs people up the wrong way, but he's just a winner.
Yeah. Tell, you're a star, mate. Appreciate you
Cheers,
coming
Tel.
on.
Enjoy your league. By the way, Tel, you look magnificent.
Yeah, you're looking brown.
Honestly.
You got a good tan there.
How long you been there,
Got my
Tel?
sunset shirt on.
How long you been there?
Where are you on holiday? The sun?
Yeah, 2 weeks nearly.
Mate, you look
Then off to
magnificent.
New York next week to visit my daughter and her family who live up there now.
Well, stay safe, bud. Love you.
See you later, Tel.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Jamie. Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Good
tell
night.
mate. Don't forget tonight, 8 p.m. Spain take on Belgium. Quarterfinal is live on talkSPORT. Up next, we're going to be discussing who's been the biggest disappointment in the World Cup so far.
We all expected, okay, we need to beat Croatia by 3 goals. We need to go and beat Ghana by 3, and then we should beat Panama by 5. We should beat Congo by 5. But what's it like in a tournament? It's not always the case, is it?
No, definitely not. You know, it's funny when I see, the betting, things, before the game, and I'm thinking this is not what we expect, on the pitch. I know that England are favorite against Norway, but when you look at Norway, they look really, really strong, as a unit, as a team. Of course, they have weakness, but England must be aware that if they don't get the position of the ball in this game, and this is where I agree with Troy Deeney, for example. I think with the player they have, England, they should be more confident with the ball. They should show more commitment with the ball, and composure as well. And this is where, something is missing.
Yeah. Well, we shall see if we can show that. I mean, if you look, on paper.
I'm just sorry to disturb you, Jeff, but for this game, England against Norway, I'm just wondering if Norway get the ball, is it what England wants into this game? Waiting, sit back, trying to play in counter-attack, or try to get the ball, the position of the ball, and try to conduct and manage, this game. So this is, for me, one of the key of this game.
Yeah.
Are you going to react with the ball and without the ball?
I mean, it's interesting because Norway had a lot more possession of the ball against Brazil than most people had imagined they would do.
You're listening to the World Cup Game Day Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy. Earlier you heard France. They advanced through to the semi-final of the World Cup. They beat Morocco. It was live on talkSPORT. Help us go through how Morocco are feeling about it. None other African football expert, Alistair Howarth, joins us again. All right, Alistair. Ali.
Hey, guys. You all right?
I'm all right, mate. Look, obviously we spoke to you the other night before the game. After watching the game, how do you feel Morocco did?
I mean, terribly, to be honest. Huge disappointment from a Moroccan perspective. We spoke about how they needed to be brave. They needed to kind of stop France from getting into those forward players, to kind of try and challenge them in the midfield. And, we thought that they might do that, and look at the way they played against Brazil as a model for that. And they just didn't do anything. Credit to France. They pressed them really well, but Morocco, man, they were just so far off it.
Yeah, they really were. I was really disappointed because I talked them up, and I know France are a great side. But this Moroccan team, I mean, I think you'll probably know their stats more than mine, but I think they've only lost one game in 30, right? These are a serious outfit. They're a good side. They were way off it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they'd only lost 2 competitive matches since the last World Cup, when they lost to France 2-0 in the exact same way. And I think that was the disappointing thing, is this is a better Moroccan side than the one in 2022. This is a team that is much better at attacking and much better at controlling games. And look, we spoke about how important missing Chadi Riyad would be at that left center back. And we didn't know if he would play right up until the game, and he didn't. And you could see how big of a loss that was. I mean, Noussair Mazraoui, look, he's a great servant for Morocco, playing at left back, playing against France in the World Cup last tournament. He played at left wing back when they played with a back 5, and he had to play at center back today. Obviously, he's a right back. And you could see that he was out of his depth, and for the penalty he gave away against Mbappe. And I think they just kind of got it all wrong.
Yeah. I got the feeling, certainly after the game and certainly during it, but that the game was lost even before the ball was kicked. I was looking forward to seeing how Morocco could hurt France. And we spoke earlier about how Egypt done something, they realised who's the better team. We all know who's the better team. But Egypt had a plan to come at and eventually try and find a way. And I never got the sense that Morocco had a plan about how they could really hurt France. I know they could defend, and actually first half they largely, other than the penalty, I think they coped pretty well. But I never got the feeling that they really wanted to go out and win the game. It was about containing, and you can't do that against France.
Yeah, 100%. And look, that front 4, they're all virtually the same player. Chemseddine Talbi, Brahim Diaz, and Bilal El Khanous and Onahi, they're all very similar players, incredibly technically talented, very good on the ball, really great at interchanging, very mobile team. But that only works when you can keep the ball. And I think that was, for me, where the disappointment was from Wahbi, the head coach, is that he didn't change things up at halftime. You could see that they weren't getting any joy. And they had 2 players on the bench, Sofiane Rahimi, who we spoke about yesterday, who's a great runner. He's not the most talented player, but he's a good finisher, and he's a great runner. He'll run the channels. And they also had Ayoub El Kabi, a proper target man center forward. And for me, that was where you need to say, look, we want to play our good football, but we just can't. France are just too good. They're too good at pressing us. We need to have different options. Look, you can talk about how they're missing probably their 2 best attacking players in Ismail Saibari and Abde Azazuli, who missed the tournament, the entire tournament. He got injured right before the tournament. And again, he's a very different player, really fast, really direct. I think he had more dribbles in La Liga than anyone else. So yes, they're a bit unfortunate, and you could see that they were exhausted kind of off the back of the Netherlands game, the Canada game. But to be honest, it was, for me, that was what was so disappointing. They didn't have a plan coming into it, like you said, and they didn't change things. They didn't change it up until it was too late. And at that point, they had no chance of laying a glove on France.
Yeah. Look, just on the African sides in the World Cup, what's the kind of the overall feeling of how they've done?
I think the overall feeling is extremely positive. Look, we've been crying out for, really since 1966. I mean, when the African nations boycotted the World Cup because they weren't even given a full slot, we needed better representation for African nations at the World Cup. And I think this World Cup has shown that's deserved. 10 teams, 9 made it through the group stages. But I think what it's also shown us is that African teams are still not quite there at the elite. With the exception of Morocco and Senegal as well, you would say that none of the teams can really quite compete with the very best. So I think it's overwhelming positive. And I would also say there's a lot of positivity with a lot of these teams. Cote d'Ivoire are the youngest team at this AFCON. Morocco are the 3rd youngest team at this AFCON. I reckon probably every single one of those players in Morocco's starting 11 will be here at the next World Cup. So I think there's a lot to build on. And I think overall it's a very, very positive World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, African football, since I was a kid, has come on, and it's incomparable. You can't look at what I watched growing up to where they are now. Completely different sport. I just wonder, moving forward, what are the other slightly smaller nations got to do? Because they've crept up and they're there on credit. They're there on merit. They need to improve again. What have they got to do, these African nations, to make the next leap where you get to a Morocco, you get to a quarterfinal, they can progress and maybe get to a final?
Yeah, look, as Morocco have shown, it's a long, hard process. They started investing in football, this kind of current generation of Morocco in 2008, building elite academies, building great infrastructure, starting their recruitment. And I think that's the way to go. Look, the reality is the way to go is to recruit from the diaspora, especially the French-born ones. Mm-hmm. You can create kind of great leagues and great academies yourselves, as some countries have, like Senegal and Ghana, but you also have to capitalize. And I think that's it, is every nation is very different. Look, we saw Egypt. They don't have a great diaspora. They don't have a diaspora that has great links to France or England or these countries. So they've had to build it themselves. So I think it's not a one-size-fits-all, but I think a huge thing... Oh, sorry.
I guess they have a bit of an issue as well, though, right? With a bit like Ireland have, like with Declan Rice and Jack Grealish, like they choose England, right? Over and I guess the African players who maybe originated from there, who are top players, go and play for France, go and play for England. I guess that's obviously a problem as well, because they miss out on some of the best talent.
Yeah, 100%. And look, there are exceptions. Ayab Bouadi today for Morocco, come the next World Cup, I would be gobsmacked that if he wasn't still representing France, he wouldn't be in that team. He is such a talent. Ibrahim Mbaye, has already got 40, 50 games for PSG as an 18-year-old, but chose to play for Senegal when he was just 17. Noah Sadiki could have been playing for this Belgium team, but chose to play for the DRC when he was only 18. But those are exceptions. And like you say, actually, the way that the current kind of status quo of football works is, you're always playing second favorite from the diaspora. And that's why I think every nation has to approach it differently. And you have to have a kind of entire holistic approach. I think Cape Verde are a great example. Yes, they've pulled from that diaspora really heavily. They've also invested a lot in terms of developing their own players, creating pathways for them to move to Portugal, which obviously they have a connection with as a nation. So I think that is another avenue you need to go. But I think it's a good point, because the reality of the way that world football works at the moment, we're seeing the same with Brazil, with South American nations, is because Europe is just funneling all the players into them. It's really hard to break past the European nations.
I want to talk about Cape Verde. They have been the biggest success story for me. They have been absolutely magnificent. And no one gave them a chance, including me, but they've gone away from this World Cup with their heads held high. And I think the fact that this tournament has been opened up to so many more teams, I was sceptical, got to be honest, but I've come away from it loving it. More football. I mean, I'm a football junkie, so I watch as many games. But this gives these sort of nations like Cape Verde that opportunity to be on the world stage and grow again.
Yeah, absolutely. And Cape Verde are the best example of how to build a small nation. Look, they have been so well run from start to finish as a federation for the last 10, 15 years. And I'll give you a good example is the World Cup qualifiers themselves. At the beginning of the World Cup qualifiers, they approached FIFA and said, look, we think we're good enough to qualify for the World Cup, but we're struggling, A, in logistics. Bear in mind, they've only got 7 full-time staff in the federation, and B, finances. Traveling across the African continent is very expensive. For their last away game in the World Cup qualifiers against Libya, it cost them $400,000 for one match just to go there and play an away game. Huge expenses that they just can't afford, a country as poor as Cape Verde. And so what they actually did is they approached FIFA, and FIFA said, look, you can get access to the FIFA Forward Fund, which any nation can apply to, and that will help you cover your logistics and cover your costs of travel. And that is why they've done so well, is because they've run themselves so well, and they've used the resources they've gotten from FIFA. And look, this World Cup is going to bring far more, 20+ million for Cape Verde for reaching the round of 32. too. And I think they're the perfect model. Is, you know, you invest, you work really hard, you kind of use your resources very well, and you get the results. I mean, look, yes, I was surprised at how well they did this World Cup, but I wasn't surprised by the performances. You know, I thought they would get out of their group because this is a country that's extremely well run and a federation that's really well run.
Alistair, top man, mate.
Cheers,
Appreciate
Ali.
you coming on. Thank you.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers, guys.
All right, up next, we're going to do rest of talkSPORT.
You know, the idea it's a clear tournament has been fixed. I think that's a bit powerful. Let's have it right. Because at the end of the day, if you were fixing the tournament, you'd keep Brazil in it, surely. Yeah, you're fixing the tournament, you try and keep them in it. If you want worldwide viewings, and advertising and money and all that and revenues and fixing it for the right reasons, so the superpowers are inside the competition.
Well, we can evaluate the stupidity, but we can dissect the stupidity of individual statements. But we're talking about the premise of what.
I don't think that's stupid. I think it's harsh. I don't think it's a stupid comment. I think it's just in the moment. It's got wrapped up in the moment. There's billions of people.
Stupid comment. You can't run around saying.
Simon, there's billions of people.
It's an uninformed, uneducated, unsubstantiated, with no empirical background behind it. Because it's an uneducated view. You can't tell something's fixed unless you know it to be factually the case.
No,
so
what you're saying is his emotions run riot.
But it's a stupid comment because it's not seeded in anything. So what the argument is about and debate is about is whether people should be able to say these sort of things and whether the consequences of it should be far-reaching. And what we're talking about is how people should operate.
I think Simon's right in this one, is he not, Sean? It is clear this tournament has been fixed. Then that guy boards a plane and flies back to Egypt and goes unpunished. I mean, my God, that is conspiratorial.
No, I totally agree. It's too powerful. That part of the statement is too powerful.
Yeah.
The rest of the referee's not fair. We've all said that in different variances down the years. The injustice was clear. I mean, look, the argument going back to, the facts of it as a manager, forgetting that last part of the statement, which is powerful, and you can't forget it, I understand, but let's just, for our question and answer here, forget it. The injustice is the foul, isn't it? You know, they're going, why are you bringing it back to that foul? Why are you allowing that foul to create such a moment in a game and bring it back for their goal? You know, the goal that was disallowed. But
the irony of it is, if you interviewed a referee, right, and a referee went out and said, these clowns are unfair, the players cheat, the managers harass and abuse us on the side, they'd be outraged.
There you are, listening to the Sports Bar. Still to come, we're going to have a bit of a World Cup quiz. Jack's going to come in and help us out. But now it's time for this. Yeah, rest of talkSPORT. We'll run you through the highlight moments from across the station. To kick things off, some news from the England camp. Here's John Stones, Elliot Anderson, chatting about that viral shoulder injury moment on the England YouTube channel.
We were just saying before, like, his reaction. He had his hands on his head. He was like this.
He's like, no, another one.
Yeah, I tried to keep a straight face as I was doing it because I saw he was thinking, has he actually hurt himself?
Yeah.
Especially after what Hendo had just done outside and.
Yeah. We've already seen him do it though, so we all knew what was coming. But he didn't.
No, so
it was top.
It was good. It was good vibes in there for everyone.
Yeah, it's amazing, right? It's good.
Beautifully executed.
Good content, that.
You know, when John Stone said that. So I've watched that video maybe a dozen times, maybe more.
Yeah.
And there is a point where he's smiling.
Yeah.
There's a point where he's smiling, but and then you got Declan Rice going.
Declan Rice is good in it as well.
Gaffer. And then he gives it the.
It's become a thing,
and also
I think it's going to be a bit of a thing now.
But also, what I loved about that is when the whole dressing room erupted, and Thomas Tuchel's like probably part a bit of relief.
Yeah,
but he was up loving it.
He loved it. He was like, I've been done like Kipper there.
Yes, but good vibes.
That is, as a footballer, and you know this, like being in a dressing room in them moments, there is nothing better.
So good, so good.
There's nothing better,
especially after a win like that, and then. And also you can get it in training on that it feeds through for that build up to that week, and it was such a lovely moment.
Yeah, it is. And the thing is, it gives them something to laugh about, right? Because listen, they've all got their phones, right? They've all got Instagram.
Yes.
They'll see that content going viral. They're talking about it, right? They've all seen it.
Do you reckon they'll be watching a little bit of sports bar?
I hope so. I'd like to think they do.
It must pop up on their feed.
Must pop up, right? And they go, here we go, Cundy talking guff.
Again. No. We're all here. I mean,
Spurs are back.
No, forget them. Why you got to bring?
I'd like to
seriously, right?
Did you listen to talkSPORT though when you played football?
No, because I tell you what I did do, right? When talkSPORT was first on, I used to listen to talk radio.
Yeah.
When it was just talking about all sorts of rubbish during the day. I've always listened to speech radio as growing.
Have you?
Yes, always listened to speech radio. Yeah. Tommy Boy, you should listen to Tommy Boy, Anna Rayburn, right? I
have no idea.
I know you ain't got a clue they are. It's fine. But when it first started, I used to listen to Alan Brazil and Mike Parry when it first started.
Yeah.
And talkSPORT first come out, and it was so good.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
Right, and that footballers listen. I just but now you.
I think footballers more listen to or see clips.
Now because of social media.
Yeah.
So they might. This is not going to get clipped up, is it? It's going to get clipped up.
What? What are you saying?
This little bit. It might do.
No.
But they might hear this and go,
who are them two?
Who are those two
nuggets?
Who those two muppets sitting there?
Well, I know they listen because someone on the phone from the Premier League last season who's a captain of a big football club.
Oh yes, yeah.
Phoned me up and was not happy at you. Was not happy that you're as anyone seen. And I said to him, you do know it's banter, right? You know we're only messing about.
Let's move on.
And he put the phone down on me.
On yesterday's breakfast show with Jeff Stone and Gabby Agbon here, the boys talking about Bruno Guimaraes, who is set to leave Newcastle for Arsenal. Have a listen.
Swapping Newcastle for London? Are you crazy?
I think a lot of people prefer to live in London, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
with its sort of overflowing rubbish on the street, it's impossible to get around. You look at Newcastle and the beauty of it, the Theatre Royal and the architecture of Grey Street and the Grey Monument. You've got everything. You've got the big market, for goodness sake. You've got the race course. Hadrian's Wall is just outside the city as well. I mean, it's a dream venue. It is one of Europe's great cities. So I don't think he's moving.
Yeah. Maybe.
He goes to Arsenal. What's he going to do? Live in the Holloway Road?
Why not?
What's he on about? What's Jeff on about, mate? Jeff's talking absolute guff. He's actually being serious.
Is he?
I feel like he was. Is he having a laugh?
Adrian's Walk?
He said the big market.
What market?
What's he on about?
Bruno Guimaraes ain't looking around going, well, dude, I'm going to go to the big market. Let's see Adrian's Walk. That ain't happening, is it? Honestly,
mate.
London, he ain't going to live off the Holloway Road, is it?
No, he's not living in Hollywood. If he signs for Arsenal, mate,
he's going to live in some.
He's living in Hadley Wood.
Mate, he's living
in a 7-bedroom mansion.
Mate, he's living in.
He's living the absolute dream. He's getting a private driver, take him into Mayfair, get himself down Nobu.
Mate.
Like he's going Harrods for a bit of shopping.
Oh, hold on, there's a market.
Mate, come on, Jeff, mate.
Where's the market?
Where's the market? Where's Dagenham Market? You got Dagenham Market still knocking about, hasn't it?
Come on, Jeff.
Jeff, come on.
Jeff.
Come on.
You're better than that, Jeff.
London's the place to be. We all know it. It is what it is. You just got to suck it up, Newcastle fans. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
They all want to live in London. London boys.
Yeah, and that's and also
London's a great city.
It's amazing.
I know it can take a bit of stick, London, right? But when you actually do walk around or you travel around London, it's incredible.
It is.
The history, You know,
but
the
these guys
museums,
ain't.
everything bad.
And, you know, so if you're going to play for Arsenal, this unbelievable. And North London, when you get outside the M2 around that M25 area, you mentioned the Hadleywood and that, you move out for. Mate, some of those areas out there, they are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it is beautiful. You live in a nice part of the world, though.
Well, I live in Surrey, but I mean, it's like, you know, I live about 20 minutes from Cobham. So with the Chelsea lads, live to Chelsea. You got that corridor of.
Oh, a bit of Cobham, mate.
Well.
Oh, it's nice, man.
Well, yeah, that's
some good gas.
Yeah, but there's some lovely parts. Obviously, they ain't living on the Holloway Road. I'm telling you that for nothing.
No. It's got Camden Market. Get yourself down there.
Imagine that.
Yeah, Jeff. Right, let's finish with yesterday's breakfast show. They were joined by legendary Professor Brian Cox. What? They had Brian Cox on. I'm devastated. He's my favourite. Gabby had a question for him.
You don't believe the moon landings were real?
I don't. Part of me is a bit like.
Could you educate him, Brian?
Well, you educate me. I'm a bit like. Did it happen?
Yeah, I mean, it did. The answer to the question really is that if you think about the alternative, it's that governments are really competent so that they can cover up something like that. If you think just that single sentence, government is competent, you can see why. There's no way you can cover things like that up for 50 years.
No.
Right.
I'm devastated.
Mate,
They've had Brian Cox on.
If I'd known he was, I would
have phoned up.
Well, I'd have come in.
I know. I would have come in for a picture.
I'd have come in for Cox.
I watch Brian Cox every night when I get home.
Mate,
he goes on straight away. Space documentary. Brian Cox.
Mate, he's
Paradox.
He's
universe.
an absolute legend. I'd have definitely come in for a bit of Cox.
And they got Gabby asking him questions. They could have had me and you.
Do you know the thing about Brian? You know he was in a band.
Was he? Yeah?
He was in a successful band called Dream. You know, things only get better, right?
Yeah, things can only get better.
He was in that band.
Was he?
I know. It sounds insane. He was in Dream.
Really?
Yes, he was.
Oh, mate,
I know.
many questions.
Mate, I'd have turned up this morning for a bit of Cox.
Yeah, it was amazing. If there was any what would be the one question you'd ask Brian Cox?
Right, I'd say to him, let's go for a coffee.
That's not a question.
Do you want to come? That's the question. I don't want to sit down and have a...
I don't think one question's enough.
No, you
need half hour with him.
He's so fascinating.
He is brilliant.
And I can't believe that breakfast... And I can't believe I didn't know about it.
Do you know what, right? Honestly, we get shafted here in the sports bar. The amount of work that we do, the amount of graft that we put in. They listen to the show. Sports bar loves space.
Right, this is a message to Brian Cox. Brian Cox, if you're listening to this, right, come on the sports bar, please. We'd
do a proper hour with you.
We would.
Proper question.
Yeah, and we wouldn't question the moon landings, all that sort of stuff.
I have questioned that.
I'd love an hour with Cox.
Oh, I'm gutted. I would have loved to have him on. I'm going to listen back, actually, in the morning. I'm going to go and get it on.
Yeah.
A bit of Coxie.
Yeah,
love that.
Love Cox.
Breakfast show returns at 6 a.m. today. Shabana Herm will be alongside Everton Burnley gaffer Sean Dyche and Brian Cox. Of course, you can find all our shows on the talkSPORT app. You can swipe between talkSPORT, talkSPORT 2, all our other sister stations. You never miss a moment.
They get into this weird situation where they forget what happened before. So all the big games, they played Havertz, right? Mm-hmm. Gyökeres, who you bought in at the start of the season, was going to be, for all the big games. In all the big games, he was on the bench. Yeah. Facts. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. So the manager doesn't trust him. That's not our opinion. That's just objectively looking at it. Havertz gets injured quite a lot, unfortunately. Gary Jesus is not the same since he's come back from his injury. So if you're now telling me that you can get through this season again and everybody else is going to be as poor as they were last year, I think you're just forgetting the fact that you lot were all losing your marbles around the Man City loss. And it was, we need a proper striker. Arteta don't know what he's doing again. You win the league, it's great, we're going to win it.
Yeah, but you know what I've always said to, I've always said to you, I always said to him, though, Gyökeres wasn't bought in for the big games, did I? I said that to you. We bought Gyökeres in for the game.
No, I get
listen,
explain.
I want to hear
the
it.
year before, Arsenal, it weren't the record against Man City's, the Liverpool, it weren't that cost us the league. It was we couldn't beat Fulham, couldn't beat West Ham, couldn't beat them lesser clubs. Gyökeres coming. I mean, he said it. Right, it's one of them. Gyökeres this season, though. Gyökeres this season scored against the Fulhams, the West Ham, so we didn't have a problem getting past those teams, which is why then we went on to win the league.
Okay, I think you won the league because you played very pragmatic football. I'm not actually allowed to say the type of football that people are calling it on air, but you played a certain type of football.
Would you play that type of football to win the league?
No.
What?
What
are
you talking? Of course you would.
Honestly.
If I was a footballer.
No, it's just like...
You're my team.
Yeah.
No, I'll be happy like you lot. I'll be exactly... You get me? I'll be happy. Of course I will.
But would you like to see Spurs play that way to
Bro,
win?
Brendan Johnson scored with like his knee or something and we won the trophy. I'm happy. I don't care, bro. However it gets done, I'm happy. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, you can't like gloat about it and say, oh, we don't need a 9. That's crazy. You do need...
You are listening to the Sports Bar. Me, Jamie O'Hara, Jason Cundy, Paul Ross coming up in 15 minutes. We are going to do a World Cup quiz, though. Jack has come in for the end of the show.
Jackie boy.
All right, Jack.
All right, boys, we sweet?
Yeah, we're good, mate. What you got for us tonight? World Cup?
Yeah, a little World Cup quiz.
Coming in.
Doing all right, aren't we?
Yeah, going through these.
Doing okay, you know.
Yeah, we're running out of questions.
Well, we'll take callers on it or not.
Yeah, people want to help us out. Yeah, 03717 223344. If you're in the car, help us out. Why not?
I've actually got a list of all the questions we've done during the tournament.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not, like, overlapping.
Okay.
So this question here is the 86th question.
86th question. How many do you reckon we got right?
We've done all right, you know.
I reckon we're.
I'm going 75%.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I think we're doing...
Got the Cambiasso one right. That was a hard one.
Shout, that.
Yeah. And then sometimes we need a little bit of encouraging signs.
Wiggle room.
Yeah. But largely, right, coming
in. We're going to get 0 out of 7.
We're going to let ourselves down here. It's going to go down to about 40% after this. Come on.
Right, so Spain won the World Cup in 2010. However, they lost the first game of the tournament. Who was the opponent that beat Spain?
That's a great question. Yeah, we should know this as well.
Saudi Arabia, was that was Argentina? Was that Argentina?
That was Argentina, and who beat France? That was the African nation. So then, who beat?
Why are you talking about who beat France when you got to try and find out who beat Spain?
Yeah, it was their first game of the tournament. They lost, went on to win the World Cup.
I got no.
Do you want a clue? Like what continent?
Yeah, go on.
They were a European team.
Well, it weren't Italy. They weren't in it.
They're doing all right in this World Cup.
Doing all right in this World Cup.
Belgium.
Could be Belgium.
Wasn't us.
Was it us?
No, hold on. It can't be. If it's in the first game, it has to be out. It has to be outside of Europe.
No, he just said it's European team.
What, in the first game?
Yeah.
The World Cup.
Yeah.
But it can't be a European team.
Like it can't be a seeded one.
Can't be a European team.
It's going to be VAR here.
Hold on.
Can't, because you can't play anyone from your own. Can you play?
Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, I think you can.
In the group, can you?
Yeah. Just can't be it can't be seed 1, right? It can't be a top seed.
Okay. Yeah, this wasn't a top seed.
Yeah, so okay. Belgium would have been a top seed in 2010.
Yeah.
They're doing all right in this World Cup, you just said. What about Norway?
Do it.
Norway.
Do it.
Wrong answer.
Is it Belgium?
No.
Who is it?
Switzerland. And just to check, it was their first game of the tournament.
Switzerland, okay.
They won 1-0.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know the answer to that.
Switzerland are a good side, you know.
They're doing all right, mate. They're doing bits. They're doing bits.
All right, come on, the next one.
See, the next one's slight issue. You've already got it right, by figuring out the Switzerland one.
Well, give us the question. We'll tell you we're going to right now.
Well, who beat Argentina in the 2022?
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, come on. We're back in the
I
game.
like the fact that Jack, he's being honest there, Jack, because he could have bypassed that.
Yeah, he could have binned it.
France beat Morocco in the 2022 World Cup semi-finals. Who were the goal scorers? They won 2-0.
I mean, instantly.
Instantly, I'm going to
Mbappe. Instantly.
He didn't score.
But Griezmann.
He didn't score. One of them's a defender.
Okay.
Outside of them two, it could be anyone.
And it wasn't a set piece. I don't think. Remembering the goal, no, it wasn't like a head or anything like that.
2022.
Defender. Loves to get forward.
2022?
Yeah.
Loves to get forward?
Yeah, he's part of the squad now, but he's not starting.
Okay. Sounds like a fullback.
No,
Always bombs forward.
Coming a bombing fullback, French fullback.
First name begins with T.
Who's he play for?
I can't remember the club. It's in Saudi Arabia. It might be Al Hilal. I'm not sure.
Oh, hold on.
When he played in Europe, he played for AC Milan.
Is it Rio Hernandez or someone?
It is Hernandez, left back. And then the other player.
Go on.
Mate, this is a good player. He's played for Spurs before.
He played for Spurs?
Yeah.
Well, he's a good player.
Yeah, he's a good player.
French.
If you ask him about the World Cup final, he won't want to talk about it. He's a forward.
A French forward?
Yeah.
2022?
Tell.
No, it can't be Tell.
No, it's not Tell.
No, come on, don't be silly.
No, but
Played alongside Tell.
I'm looking at you now.
I don't know why you're looking at me, mate. I've got nothing for you. All I've got in my head.
Still looking at you.
Son, Kane, Bow. Who else was talking about then? 2022.
It was a loan move to Spurs.
Oh, okay. Right, that's something. Okay.
Wounder.
No, it's real recent. Like really recent.
He recently played for Spurs?
Yeah.
Don't know, do we?
No, I don't know. Go on.
Is it?
Kolo Muani.
I'd never. I mean, again.
I mean, that's Porthos when he said about you don't want to hear about the World Cup final.
Yeah.
Bad shout for me. Yeah. All right, come on. It's late in the day.
This is the problem, mate. Our percentage is plummeting here.
Taking a hit. Another 2022 World Cup question. England beat Wales 3-0 in the group stage, but who were the two goal scorers for England?
Rashford, 100%. Rashford's one.
Okay.
Right.
That's correct. He bagged two.
Peace.
I mean, I'm tempted, Kane.
So.
I'm tempted. I don't. I can see. I can actually see. That was Rashford's best game of the tournament. Actually, come off the left.
No, I can't remember.
You and I done. We sat there in the talkSPORT tavern and watched it.
He's not part of this squad.
Sterling.
No. He is an attacking player, attack-minded player.
I mean, 2022. No, there's no way he played.
Jesse Lingard, is it?
No.
Oh, it's a great shout. It's a great shout. That.
No, it's not because it was wrong.
No, it's a good shout.
He played. He was a starter for England at the last Euros.
2 years ago.
But he's not part of this England World Cup squad. Premier League winner.
Hold on. It's a Rashford Sterling. So it weren't Sterling.
Not Sterling.
Winner.
Yeah. He's won multiple Premier Leagues.
Phil Foden?
That's the correct answer.
Oh, Jay, yes.
Don't know if, yeah, all right, we got there again.
You feel a bit dirty.
Yeah, I feel a bit like, it feels
a bit dirty.
Yeah, we'll take it though. Keeps the percentage up. 50%.
It's all about those percentages. England won the World Cup in 1966, 4-2 against West Germany. Who were our goal scorers?
Obviously Jeff Hurst, and the West Ham player is, oh my God, I've just said George Harrison to myself. It's not him. Played for West Ham. Let's give me his initials.
M for first.
Martin.
P.
Peters.
Take that. No, we're taking that. No, we're taking that.
No, but yeah.
No, we're taking that. It's a long time ago, mate. Come on.
These percentages, man.
Keep them up.
All right. How many goals has Gareth Bale scored at the World Cup?
I mean,
we need wiggle room.
How many's he been at?
He's just been at one.
He's been at one.
Yeah.
I'd say one then. I mean, even if that. If we get wiggle room of one, we say one. I think we've got it.
There's no way Bow only scored one goal at World Cup, mate. And they got to the semi-final.
No, that was the Euros.
Ah, okay. When they got to the quarter-final?
Nah.
Do you
know what? Just say none.
Go on then, none.
None.
It's the wrong answer. He scored one. Opening game against USA, he scored a penalty at the World Cup in Qatar. Just gone. Italy won the World Cup in 2006, but who did they beat in a semi-final?
(2006)
Yeah.
Croatia. I mean, they always seem to knock
Who
about.
finished first?
Hold on, that's hold on. How many World Cups ago? This it's too far away.
Italy. They beat France, right?
They beat France in the final. Who did they beat in the semi-final?
Mate, Croatia's not a bad shout, you know.
No, I think it's too far away.
Maybe
it's too far away. They finished.
Where are they from?
Europe.
I've got Belgium in my head. Don't know why. Don't know if that's true. No.
No.
Netherlands?
No, it's not Netherlands. They were the home nation of this World Cup.
Russia?
No.
It was 2006.
10 was Russia. Was South Africa. 2006.
South Korea?
Nah, European team.
Oh, mate.
Is it Germany? 2006? Was that?
It is Germany.
All right. Go on, are we done? Give us one more quick one.
Go on. At the 2006 World Cup, Joe Cole scored a wonder-strike volley in the group stage for England.
Sweden.
Didn't even finish the question. He's
Wow.
right.
There you go.
That's a percentage straight up.
Yeah, gets it straight up. Bosh. Right, that's it. We are back tomorrow taking calls from 10 p.m. Following us from one, though, the brilliant Paul Ross. Let's go to Ben. He's Arsenal fan. All right, Ben?
Benny boy.
How you doing? You all right?
I'm all right, Ben. We've got to do this quarter-final 11. Let's get it going. Come on.
All right. I've got the Spanish flamenco dance on the wing. Like around defence. Their foot tapping all dazzle their defence and send them sideways.
Yeah, the old flamenco dance.
And
Dance
the
with
little maverick on the wing. Little maverick on the wing.
Like a flamenco dance.
Yeah.
What are they called? Is it flamenco or is it what is it? Flamenco.
Madame might wait for you.
Flamenco.
It's a flamenco.
Yeah.
Flamenco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know you're iconic now, Ben?
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
He's actually iconic.
Ben appears every single night at the sports bar.
Every night.
Doesn't he?
Without foul.
Yeah. Yeah. Been over a year.
It's been a year. All right, look, the flamenco dancer on the wing.
Yeah.
Okay, dancing about. Bit of Maverick in there. All right, let's go to Dave. He's a Sunderland fan. Dave?
All right, Dave-o.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
I'm all right, Dave. How are you?
Yeah.
Good. So I'm getting in early with a representative from England who I think can be our captain.
Okay.
And it's St. George himself.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a leader, warrior. He's up for a battle. He'll put the opposition to the sword. And I think we can play him on the wing.
No, we don't feel like a winger, mate.